Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open 2020 Fall Split Pakistan Region Semi Finals. Today it's going to be day number 2. My name is Warren Super Johnny John, and today we're going to see teams from Group A and C in the intense action on these battlegrounds. And joining me on the desk, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be my co-host, my co-caster and co-analyst, Fixes.
Thank you so much, Johnny. Yesterday we saw a lot of teams stepping up, especially Hellraisers and Bablu with the way they were playing. And today we have to see when the new group, that is Group C, is joining us. What do we have to offer? What are these players going to change in their gameplay style? So that's going to be very crucial.
Yeah, it is going to be pretty crucial. And we did see some, I would say, an incredible performance from certain teams who were not performing during the group stages. But the opposite was true as well. Teams who did really, really well in the group stages, we did see them tumbling down a bit.
Yeah, certainly. A few teams, especially Team Solo, if I have to take names. And we must see if whether Team Solo can really rise back. You need to qualify for the finals. Then you have to go to the PMPL. And that's one team that certainly does have the potential. We just have to see when exactly they are stepping up.
Yeah, that is going to be a big question as to when the team steps up, because these semi-finals, the way they work out is it is a double round robin. So between the groups, in fact, so yesterday it was A and B, today we have A and C, tomorrow it's going to be B and C, and then these 3 days basically just end up repeating themselves, and the teams go up against each other in the similar order. The only thing that changes, it's going to be the map. But one thing that remains the same, it's going to be what the teams are fighting for. It's the prize pool and the slots for PMPL Season 2.
Yes, and for the first position, you get $2,600, and for the second position, it's $1,600. The third position gets $1,100. Along with that, you get qualified for the PMPL Season 2. But from 4th to 16th, you get that $1,100, but that's just it. And for the 17th to 32nd position, which is already done almost, you get those $600.
Yeah, that $600, it might just feel nice, but it's gonna be it's gonna be a stingy thon. Yeah, it's gonna be a stingy thon in the for the players that actually did not already, in fact, make it to the semifinals already. And talking about things, point distribution system is also another thing that we need to keep an eye on, because it has remained the same, but things can change with that 1 kill, 1 point system.
Absolutely, and 247 Gaming totally showcased that, and we have seen this exact point distribution system for quite some time, and that 1 kill and 1 point is what is a game changer. If you remember yesterday in the first game itself, 247 Gaming, I believe they had some around 8 kills, and they placed a third, despite the fact that they did not have good position points. So kill points are definitely gonna matter, and in this entire region, in the Pakistan region, we have seen a lot of teams prioritize on that to go for those aggressive kills. And by the end of the 6 circles, we barely have like 2 or 3 teams, which is very, very unconventional.
Yeah, it is really unconventional indeed. But even with those 2-3 teams, the fights are pretty incredible, because the numbers advantage are there. Talking about teams, let's have a look at the squad list as well and see as to which teams are going to be coming in today. So we know Group A is there. That means Team Bablu, HFD, Golden Stars, 247 Gaming. We are having conversation about all these lads. Team Bablu, HFD stepping up big time. 247 Gaming as well, just having a decent enough standing. TUF, F4 Esports, IGN, and Exterminators are in Group A as well. So this group, it is pretty intense. Some of the best players from Pakistan are present in this group. Moving forward, Group B, the group that's going to be on rest today, it's going to have Solo Esports, Next Gen Esports, Sites, and PK Virus. So these guys are not going to be playing, and along with that, another big name that was leading the charge in the in our leaderboard is not going to be there. R3D Esports Hellraisers, who were sitting on the first position, they are not going to be playing. RDX Esports and Zarar Esports are not going to be playing today as well. Group that's going to be stepping in with their first set of 4 matches. Group C, H2E, Portal Esports, No Rules, and IDL. The first set of 4 teams from Group C. And the last set of 4 is going to be North Esports, FoolEsports, TeamOP, and TeamOP.
Absolutely. And if you take a look at the players from Group C, we do have Team Fool that we have to watch out for, even Portal Esports. I think we saw some kind of resurgence from Portal Esports during the end phases of those group stages. And today it's going to be a big day for them. It's semi-finals kicking off. You need to have a good start. And yesterday, likewise, we said we got to see a back-to-back chicken dinner coming in from Hellraiser's HR. So they're not going to be playing today. Eyes will be on Team Bablu as well as to how they are gonna pull off that lead. But there's one team that we haven't discussed about much, but is slowly climbing up the radar. That is Team TUF.
Yeah, exactly. TUF, they have had an incredible performance, and the way they are doing that is they somehow managed to keep themselves consistent. Let's have a look at the leaderboard and see how the other teams are doing. So we know Hellraisers, they have been really dominating. Look at this, TUF, consistent performances, second position, no chicken dinners. The Team Bablu with a chicken dinner sitting on the fourth position, they are going to be playing today along with TUF. So these two teams are definitely going to fight it out. HFD and 247 Gaming, they are also going to be playing, and they are in the same group, so they will always play together, these four teams. Then we have F4 as well in there. A lot. As I said, Group A, it's pretty deadly this time.
Yeah, absolutely. Group A and also Group B. But let's take a look at the next page where we have a few teams that really have the potential for stepping up. That is Solo Esports, iGen, NextGen, Golden Star. These were the teams that had stood up during the group stages, but somewhere kind of dwindled down and are having a tough time. But it's just the start. It was just one day, so we can just presume that they were having their bad days, and you have to turn your bad days into good days. And how do you do that? You have to really play some good PUBG Mobile. And we know in the Pakistan region, all these teams can actually get a lot of kills. But one area where we certainly think that they can improvise is on their positioning. But positioning where? In those maps, in those games that are going to be played. So let's take a look at the schedule for today, where we will be having my favorite map coming in. That's Miramar.
Yeah, exactly. Erangel, Sanhok, and the last Erangel, those three remain the same. What changes is going to be match number 3. Yesterday we had Vacancy, today it's going to be Miramar. And for our viewers, I would like all of you to know that those maps are going to alternate. So Vacancy, Miramar, that's how we are going to go. The other 3, they are just going to be there always. That's going to be in the action on those maps. It's going to get intense. I mean, every day you play 2 Erangels against each other and one map of Sanhok that it's going to be an aggressive one. Also, 16 games. That's the total amount of game each team will get to qualify for the finals. Top 15 move on to the finals, where freestyle is already waiting for these lads. And with that, the first game, the very first match for today on Erangel, it is live. Let us have a look at the trajectory of the plane.
Yeah, and by the flight path trajectory, we can see it going from Georgia Paul towards Yasnaya, kind of a northern flight path trajectory, if you must ask. But so this is going to be troublesome for a few teams like IDL, who loves going down south. But Team Bablu will be having their happy faces on, because they just have to drop down onto the Georgia Paul city on the northern side. So we will have to see as to where Team IDL is going. And there were a few other teams that love going down south. That is Team F4 as well. So a lot of teams have to execute their plan Bs, and it's very crucial to have a plan B, have an alternate drop location, especially in those big maps like Erangel and Miramar. Weekendy, still you can if you have your jumps right, if you know when to pull off the parachute, you can certainly glide and go to your places. And in Sanhok, it's not even a trouble for these players to reach their favorite drop locations. But Johnny, what we have seen so far, we've seen a lot of early game fights going on, a lot of engagements during the mid games as well, while teams are rotating, which gives us an opportunity in the final circles for these teams to actually play a good 4v4 fight. We've seen those skirmishes happening between those teams, which certainly does not happen much in the other regions. In the other regions, what we see, a lot of teams stacked up almost everywhere. You cannot take that proper 4v4 fight. So this is one thing that happens, and oh my goodness, take a look at the circle that has been formed. Where do you think it's going to end? I want a quarry circle.
Yeah, I think this one definitely has to go up north, either towards Quarry or towards Gatka. But we were talking about this yesterday, you and I, yesterday night, when we were doing another tournament, that this seems to be the meta. Even yesterday in PMCO Pakistan only, game number 1, it was a southern side circle. In the other regions that we did get to see a lot of southern side circles this time around. So teams, I think, are probably watching those matches as well. They're watching their own regions matches and have gotten used to it, have gotten used to how the other teams are going to play this one out.
Yeah, absolutely. We will have to see. And today we have Team H2E joining the fray. And I must ask the same question again. I must ask this repeatedly, time and again. Why? Why are 3 players playing? I mean, this is PMCO. These are your semi-finals. This is where you've been grinding the entire year to get in, and it's a shame that the teams are unable to get their players in. I do not know what their problem is. If it's an internet issue, you might as well want to fix it, because it's a chance that a lot of teams are dying out for. And when you see 3-man lobby, it kind of disheartens you, because this region has a lot of potential, but a seriousness and a commitment is something that I would love to see much from these teams.
Yeah, I mean, we would all love to see them, and they are pretty serious about how they want to play this one out. Because even yesterday, if you remember, Team Solo, they were with the 3-man lobby in the match of Vacandy. They still made it work. I remember me and Phoenix, we were having this conversation, and I said, it is the slow-paced maps that I think you should go for if you're going to play a 3-man, one player needs a break or something, just charge the device, or something like that. But it is the slow-paced map that you need, that you can sort of pull that off on, or you can pull that off on Erangel, just because it's Erangel.
I mean, then again, if you talk about Team Solo, it was just that one map where they're shown.
Yeah.
But regarding the other maps, and look at the overall standings, they're almost dead smack on the bottom. Imagine they had a 4th player. They did have 4th players on all other maps as well. But yeah, if you remember yesterday, in Erangel, one of their players were taken down right from the get-go, and they still had to play with 3 players. So, Team Solo is kind of used to that. And during the seeding days, we saw Team Solo really pull off a good performance with 3 players, but imagine with 4 players they could have certainly played better. That is what they must feel right now. But yeah, let's see how Team H2E is gonna fare out today, as they've dropped off in Pochinki with just 3 players, and this is giving a certain undue advantage to the other team. And there you go. Now H2E had to retreat down from Pochinki. They will have to run over and find some vehicles. One good thing, they are inside the circle, so nothing much to worry about. But what is really worrisome is gonna be the loot that they're gonna get. And right now we can see members of Team North Esports trying to loot around, and this is on the northwest, this is on the eastern, so western Georgia Paul city, my pardon. So we'll have to see how North Esports fares out this time around.
Yeah, that is definitely something we will have our eyes out on, along with all the other teams. I want to see what H2E is going to do. I want to see how Team Oxy, a big name from last time, is going to step up, and what sort of performance they are going to bring, along with another big name, that is Portal Esports. Portal Esports, we did find that they were missing basically from what was going on in the group stages, and did not really see them in action that he was supposed to be part of. But this time, it's the semi-finals. They can step up. The very first day the team is going to be here.
Yeah, they are supposed to step up. Team Fool, we have heard a lot about them. They're such a good team. They are such an aggressive team with those impressive plays across the maps. But lately, they've kind of, fizzled out. And so today we have to see as to how they're going to perform, how they're going to play it out, what their strats are going to be. Because they are a squad who kind of wants to take those fights on your face. They spot an enemy, they instantly knock you down. Even they do not really care if it's just that one guy knocked or 2 guys knocked. They just make that push happen, and somehow or the other they manage to win those skirmishes. So now today eyes will be definitely on Team FoolEsports as to how they're gonna play, and if they are gonna get a good start, I think the rest of the day is also gonna be good for them.
Yeah, the rest of the day should be good. I mean, we always talk about this, how the very first game of every single day, it's important to build up a momentum for yourself. Winning the first game, it's going to give you a morale boost. The confidence is going to build up for the lads that are playing. And but it generally keeps you in a positive mindset. If you mess up in the very first game, then the pressure is going to be there to perform better in the next game. And we all know once you reach a certain pressure point, everyone cracks. So you do not want that to happen. You want to be calm, you want to be collected, because at the end you have to play 16 games. One day, one bad day is going to be allowed to everyone. You can mess up 4 games and still be in a comfortable position, because this is the semi-finals. Winning is not a goal. Being on the first is not a goal. It is definitely going to give you a slight better mindset going into the finals, but the goal should be to stay in the top 15.
Yeah, the goal should be to stay in the top 15, get into the finals, have a good show during the PMCO final stages, and not just that, also qualify for the PMPL, because that is gonna showcase you and your team throughout the entire world. But there we go, Sensei with an amazing spray, taking down Venom right off the bat, and Team TUF, a team that has been performing so well, so consistent, have lost out on their one player.
Yeah, the one player being taken down, it's gonna be a bad start already within the first 8 minutes of the game. But I think North Esports, there's nothing more they're gonna be asking for themselves in this one. We did see another knock coming in. It was a finish indeed, as we have 62 players in the lobby now. So a lot of aggression is gonna come in as the teams start rotating in towards the western direction. It was the player from Bablu. Pikachu has been taken down as well out of this game by the players of Fool.
And this is really troublesome right now. And Team Bablu, we know they love dropping off at Georgopol cities, and Team Fool did somewhere anticipate that, and they were waiting for them. And the moment they decided to cross over, Fool was ready for with all those gun sprays coming in, and that was a good retreat, I must say, from the players of Team Bablu. And like I told, you know, Team Fool does not want to let your prey go away. They managed to take that one knock, converted into that kill, and now they are chasing after their enemies. And we will have to see as to can Team Bablu, a team that is synonymous with aggression, can they fight it out against a team like Fool that is equivalent to them on their skill sets. So let's see what is gonna happen. They are fighting the circle, but it's just that first circle. They do not have much to worry about. If you have your boosters on, your energy drink on, you do not have any trouble. But right now Team Bablu has chosen to get over Everest, and this is a point where I really felt that Dani could just step off from his buggy and fire a few shots onto it, the players of Team Fool. But now they are looking for a different strat altogether, and oh my god, that was a good escape from Tyrant. But how long is he gonna survive, as Razor was spraying down onto its Tyrant, and oh my, he does escape.
Yeah, it is gonna be the great escape, in fact. Can you survive for long? I think that's going to be a big question. All right, if we can have the minimap in front of us, there is something really interesting going on with TeamOP, where you can see them fixes on the very western edge of the map. There is absolutely no one in front of them, and no one for a big distance in the lands in front of them. So they are going to be in a really comfortable position, and I'm pretty sure they are going to be happy about it. But it does bring the point from yesterday that we were trying to make. If they get caught off guard in their rotation and they get eliminated, they're just going to get 1 point. On the other side, the cluster that's moving in from the eastern side towards the western direction, right on the Pochinki area, right on the southern Pochinki area, that's where the fights are going to happen. As 247 Gaming, they are going to go up against the Exterminators. 2 players have been taken down. We have Bragg on the rooftop, and he falls down to chat as well. What was those shots?
I mean, those shots were absolutely ludicrous over there. 247, you cannot afford to, take a face-on fight against them. And Bragg did try, and Maddie, being the last solo survivor for his team, he's just spraying down, but he cannot survive the onslaught of these players. Team 247, a team. Oh my god, Umi is just not done yet. Is he trying to carve his name on the wall?
I think so. A new form of BM has appeared, wherein after you finish a squad, you write your name on the wall. Hey, I like that.
That's a good strat, provided you have a lot of bullets to waste. I mean, if you are spraying down
bullets,
all the bullets, then in the final circle, it will be like, hey buddy, you got some extra ammo? You got something? No. Yeah. And that's when you realize you're doomed. And that's where you get that fan interaction.
Yeah, that's where you get the interaction. Also, that's why your teammates end up hating you if you're asking for bullets in the final fight.
Oh my goodness. All right. So now we have the players of Team No Rules. Okay, this let's talk about Team No Rules. And we have seen some decent performances from them. And Exterminators, like we've said, they've not been able to show that good outing. They've just barely managed to qualify from the group stages. Now they are in the semi-finals, and this is the time where they need to step up. They need to put their foot on the pedal and really play a good PUBG Mobile game. If straight face-on kills are not working for you, if you are feeling that 4v4 skirmishes are not your thing, then you could go on the positioning-oriented side, get a better position of a team, use those grenades, use those smokes properly and carefully, and maybe try a few different strats out. Maybe something or the other might just click out for you. So every team, has different players, different play styles. You just need to figure out what's perfect for you. But I'll tell you what's really perfect right now is the circle, which is going down towards Quarry. I'm a happy person, and so is Johnny.
Yeah, I'm happy as well. It's been a while since we got to see the Quarry circle. The last Quarry fight, the last big Quarry fight I remember is from Spring Split, South Asia. But one thing that no one is going to remember is going to be the first airdrop with the DBS, because the second one has a Groza.
Yeah, Groza. I mean, this is a weapon that you can use in every single map, in every single situation. Nowadays, the players are so proficient with the gun mechanics and everything, is that they don't really even care about the recoil. I've seen a lot of players going for those 6x sprays on the Groza as well. I mean, that's already a beast. That certainly has, that weapon does have less damage than AK, but with the fire rate, it does recompensate that.
I want to say one thing about the team that we did see a couple of seconds ago, that is 247. One thing I've noticed since yesterday is why do people give them individual 1v1s?
I do not know. It's more about the pride thing, maybe.
Well, that impacts the performance a lot, because then like we saw this yesterday happen from the squad of F4 as well, where in gaming the last player surviving was given those individual fights. Today 247, they had the numbers in their hands and they took advantage of it. They were running in 2 at a time, 3 at a time. The last guy, basically 4 people stepping in front of his face and shooting him. You can't survive that.
You can never survive that. I can tell you how you can actually survive that. Just hold a grenade, keep it cooked up, and when all
just
these players
towards your opponents.
I mean, you just run towards them, and that would be suicidal. But as long as you're getting off 3 kills, nothing to scoff about. But right now we have a fight that's already breaking off. That is between the teams No Rules, and they've already gotten a knocks for themselves.
I've actually seen that happen. The thing we were talking about, wherein a player just threw the nade and just pulled the opponents towards the nade and got the kills.
That does happen, and that's something that we would love to see. But right now, what we are witnessing is Dime taking down Buraka. F4's Wolverine, he has also taken a lot of damage over there. He has to heal up, and Dime is a player that we are looking out for. Though the team has had their bad phases, but this player always stands out on every single occasion. But right now, Team No Rules, they are making those flanks happen. Samurai taking that left flank. But for how long is going to be the question over here. And Dime, he is still proning out. They've definitely lost one of their players, that is 666. But with those 3 players still alive, we have Motu, who was a player of Freestyle, I believe.
He was a substitute for Freestyle during the World League. Before that, him and Predator, they used to play for a squad that was incredible. It was called FIME in the Spring Split. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about positioning in this fight, because that is going to be really, really important. Players from IGN really split up. The ridge is going to keep these two separated, but the moment you stand up on this ridge, the players from North Esports, No Rules, they are going to spot you out. And that is going to be the one thing that's going to stop these lads from grouping together. Yeah,
that is definitely going to stop them and create some trouble for them. But Dime, he is still holding on. He does not want to back out. He does not. That is what does not exist in his dictionary. But, Samurai, he does not really care. He goes in, takes down Predator over here. Will finish him off. But right now, Team No Rules, they are looking really strong. And in a blink of an eye, IGN Gaming has been eliminated. But right now, things are not yet over. Oh my goodness, Destroyer. Absolutely destroying. Reaper over there. Gets that second for himself. Oh my goodness. Team PES are in a whole world of trouble. 2 of their players knocked down. It's just a Blade who's surviving, and the grenade has already been cooked by Voltrex. Is it gonna connect? Yes, definitely it is gonna be the demise for one player, but he comes out of nowhere. Oh my god, the trade fire was real, but members of TeamOP, they are well prepared. They had their players well positioned, and as a result of which got that squad wipe.
Yeah, that was incredible. Destroyer going on a path of destruction, but now 2 for 7 gaming against F4, and they again wiped them out. This time the entire team was there. The Cantus site playing a huge role in that fight from Lucky. We did see that in action, but now it is Tyrant with a distant DP spray. No one's in that buggy, buddy. He's trying to just blow off the tires so the players can't move out, but oh, H2, he also take an exit.
Yeah, H2E also do take an exit over there, but this happened for the second time, and again in Erangel, where 247 are just too much for Team F4 to deal with. And talking about Team F4, they've got the best players in the region. They've got the likes of Rahman, who is considered the best player of Pakistan, and right now, I just think it's too late for him. Maybe, I don't know what's wrong. I have had casted him during the MENA. In fact, it was both of us that did, and he was playing so phenomenal then, but I do not know what has happened since then. But right now, Team Bablu, they are in for some proud. They are hungry, but so is Team Fool. They are eliminating a squad right now. Even Team IDL will find themselves in a bit of a pickle, as all the squads are engaging against each other. Like I told you, those mid-game fights are really very crucial in this particular region.
Yeah, the mid-game fights is what it's going to be about this time around, as well as the teams in the circle are spread quite evenly. Not too much towards the center, not too much towards the edge. They are, I would say, it's a good spread out. You will see multiple fights take place, but that results in one thing as well. Since the circle has moved in that open area on the southern side of Gatka, it is going to be those long-range third parties that you're going to see. Gotta have to keep your head down, and it's going to be the same thing that we talked about yesterday as well. The usage of utility. Smokes during these mid-game fights up until, I have to say, the 23-24 minute mark. After that, when you have 4 to 5 teams remaining, grenades are going to be important, but Razor is going to be like, what nades? It's going to be all about the sprays as he takes down the players of HFD.
Yeah, and Team Fool, they are looking really good. And I saw somewhere down the line, it was HFD who was on the receiving end, but Murtaza will be responding back, will be retaliating back with a grenade of his own on the face of Razor. With that, he has revived his players. He is pushing in. He does not really care whoever is in front of him, because Murtaza will get that second knock of Charlie as well. Will definitely finish out. Razor knows, gets back into cover, and with that also continues that push. Husnan, he is holding on, has that AK, will take one down, but Saab is on the receiving end, would want to finish him off, but with that the push is coming. Murtaza does not really want to give up. Oh my god, he is surviving with a sliver of HP, and Husnan does clutch it out with that Team HFD biting the dust, being shown the way to the lobby.
But Edgar from the high ground, he shows up and he makes FoolEsports follow their opponents as well in an instant. A good wipeout, but now TUF, they have been caught off guard by the player of Idol. It is Dino with the M4 spray, takes one down. That was Wick. So Idol also going to be in a tough situation. It is a 2v2 fight that they have made for themselves, and Dino from the backlines has been spotted out and is going to be shot at. Loses some HP, but not enough to cause any trouble for him. Turns around, spots out the players from TeamOP, but on the other direction, see, long range sprays. That's what it's all going to be about, as we do see the players from Golden Stars, AK, using an M4.
Yeah, I think that's very contradictory over there. But right now, Tyrant, we can still see he is taking down players of Team No Rules. And Jin, another amazing player, has been taken down, this time towards Team Bablu. But oh my goodness, there you see TUF's Edgar. I know how good he is with those grenades, but we will have to see as he sprays down his DP onto the players of Golden Star. Can he actually connect? But no, that's not going to happen in this particular case. case. But 247 Gaming, they are absolutely going berserk over there, and Dino will find Danny out, and Legacy drops off from his vehicle, gets knocked over there. Baraka will go in for the finish. Oh my god, do Bablu realize that there is a player that is crawling beside them? That's a free kill. Okay, they got that vision on the TPP, but they are too scared to go out, and that's a good decision. Just stay in your shack. You are almost dead smack in the center, or use those smokes for your advantage. Use everything that you've got just to not keep yourself out in the open.
Yeah, keeping yourself out in the open is the worst thing right now. Smokes right now are the most important thing. Once you reach the 7 to the 8 circle transition, that's where the nades and the molotovs are going to be important. And how many smokes can a team carry? That, I think, is going to be a big question. How many smokes a team is carrying is going to decide if they survive from here to those late game fights that I'm talking about. But so far in this game, 6 teams remaining, 14 players alive. So the numbers are not there for anyone apart from No Rules.
And No Rules, they've had a fair outing today as well. And 247 Gaming, they are still continuing their onslaught. We just have to see as to how many kills can they get this time. Can they beat their own record? That is definitely going to be the question, as the circle this time around favors the players of Team IDL. Dino, I believe, is the last survivor. 247 Gaming has also made their way inside the circle. Meanwhile, Team Bablu will have to make a move, and all their vehicles have already been destroyed. They have to go right out in the open. Lucky does find Edgar out there, and will want to spray down onto its Thor, and this time around, this is Danny, one of those entry fraggers of Team Bablu, who has been so amazing in the semi-final stage so far.
Yeah, definitely. Danny pulling off an amazing performance yesterday. Right now, switching to the FPP mode. Has spotted out the players of TUF and gets the finish as well, because Lucky did get Edgar and Danny finish off Thor. So, third kill being confirmed for the players of Team Bablu as we cut down our numbers to the top 5 teams and the 12 players alive. We had the winner chicken dinner probability on our screens right now, wherein we did see No Rules right up there on the number 1 position. But the players for 247, 3-man squad, can they actually come out of this game alive and get the chicken dinner? A big question. Also, 2 players from Idol as well. Golden Stars, Oxy, the last lad surviving. He's outside the zone. It's going to be a tough fight with No Rules. They spot out the players from 247. Lucky with an amazing headshot takes down Barca. Golden Stars are going to be eliminated as the players from No Rules, their attention was a bit split. One guy from No Rules did take down and confirm that kill for themselves, but that is going to result in a 3v3 fight now between 247 and No Rules. Alright, make that a 3v3 again, because Barca did get a revive.
Yeah, he certainly did, but I still have to, rethink as to how on earth could Baraka miss those shots. But right now, Team Ideal, they're doing fine as well. But the best part about Team No Rules that I love, they sent their 3 players ahead. One of the players was behind, providing that cover fire. This time around, Baraka does not miss his shots, but again finds himself on the receiving end, as Lucky is the one who will get lucky in taking him down. But Pazi has spotted the players of Team 247, taking a player down of Samurai from No Rules. Hasni, he's on a domination, and there you go. Team Bablu also biting the dust, but this time around, this was a decent outing from them.
Yeah, this was a decent outing indeed. Still finishing in the top 4. And they did have, I think, 3 kills to their name. So, decent number of points coming in for that squad. But now, No Rules high ground. Lucky takes down Baraka once again. And Lucky takes down Jin as well at the same time too. The spray transfer, it had to be pretty incredible. Kind of sad we did not get to see that from his perspective. Alright, we do get to see this one as he goes for the kill confirms.
Yeah, he certainly goes for the kill confirms. And there you go, 14 kills already for Team 247. This team is gonna stop at nothing. We are finally brought down to our last 3 teams over here. And Team IDL, this time around, they are having a very good outing. They are not shying away, and they've made it to the top 3. It's just a matter of seconds. And can they manage to eliminate Hasni first, get that top 2 position? You get those extra 4 points for yourselves if you manage to get into top 2. But right now, 247, the players are well split out. They know exactly what they have to do. They've got the good cover for themselves, and Dino somewhere down the line has spotted out Hasni. It's just a matter of time where he sprays, and there you go. He connects that one shot. He knows there is an opponent, but at the same time, he gave away his position towards the players of Team 247, and he will be on the receiving end. But no, Hasni really stepping it up. He knows he's getting those shots coming in, but he's not scared at all. This time going in for those heal battle, but Fazi was too quick to react. But that gives him clear chance for the players of Team 247 as they march down, finish the last player off, get the chicken dinner for themselves. 247 Gaming, oh my goodness, was that 16 kills?
Yeah, I think so. It was a lot of kills indeed for them. But I'm really impressed with Hasni's performance from the team of No Rules. The way he took that last fight, the decision making was on point. One thing did not account for was the sort of angle that FaZe was from the squad of IDL, because that was a little dicey situation. Car does not provide you with that much cover. There are those gaps. I mean, let's be honest, you do get shot through those sometimes. But still, getting one knock could have gone for the finish, would have been risky, but it was a YOLO attempt.
Yeah, it was a YOLO attempt, no matter what we say. But provided the situation he was in, provided the circumstances that were on against him, he really played well, got that one kill. But let's take a look at the MVP of this match. Who is it gonna be? Someone from 247 Gaming, I'm sure. And this is Lucky this time around. 7 kills. And damage. I mean, now this has become a mainstream thing. You get those 1000 damage. Easy peasy.
Yeah, it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as we do say. And it was an incredible performance, especially that spray transfer that I was talking about, because it was instantaneous on the kill feed, as you saw. Lucky went down, and then instantly Jin followed him.
Yeah, absolutely. The way the spray transfers were made and everything was super perfect for the players from Team 247. But let's take a look at the players on the top 5 this time around who've gotten enough kills alongside Lucky. And no doubts over there as well. Jut will be following him. Samurai did try to put up quite a good show. 864 damage, 4 kills, nothing much to scoff about. Jut even having those 6 kill and massive 926 damage. But Murtaza from Team HFD, he really held on to his horses for so long. 699, I mean, could have been 700.
Yeah, an incredible number indeed. And it is an amazing performance from these lads. HFD, it's amazing the player is still in there, Murtaza, but because his team was eliminated quite early on.
Yeah, absolutely. He survived for so long, and then he got those kills for himself, and so has Dino. And IDL, we have had seen them struggling so far, but right now they are looking strong. They are looking back to be back right now. But let's segue into the match standings as to see which teams have really performed well and which team needs to wake up.
15 kills, because the last one did go to No Rules, as Hasni was the one who got the knock over there. And 35 points for 247. No Rules sitting on the second position with 12 kills. An amazing performance from No Rules. Team Bablu, standings, this is where placement points matter, come into play a lot, because 11 points in this average, it is definitely going to keep them up ahead in the top 4, in the top 3. FoolEsports, first time playing, and 6 kills, 3 placement points. A decent outing, I have to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you? This has to be a question for you, Johnny. Do you think the first kill on towards Team Bablu kind of threw them on a setback? Because we know Team Bablu to be very aggressive, but after that, we kind of saw themselves kind of, you know, sitting down in one compound, not really engaging, not even in a compound. They were inside a shack.
I mean, the first kill happened out in the open, if you remember.
Against Fool, right?
This has been a trend with this squad. They are at their weakest during their rotations. We have noticed this. Team Bablu, once they get in a position to fight, it's really hard to beat them. It is those rotating points where they are the most vulnerable. And the team they were facing, FoolEsports, I have to say they got a bit lucky that they caught them when they are rotating out of the Georgia Pole City. Because Team Bablu, they always go for the late rotations apart from this semi-finals. Even yesterday, they were the first ones to move out. And it is, their drop location is a bit close to where FoolEsports like to land. So it was a collision that was sort of unfortunate. It happened and Bablu were caught at the worst.
Yes, absolutely. But right now, let's take a look at the match summary. I know a lot of bullets had been fired over there.
Yeah.
61 knocks, out of which 59 had been converted. A good conviction ratio out there. Headshots, just look at him, 24. That's abysmal. And smokes and grenades this time around. We've always, you know, harped upon this. This is my favorite. 184. That's way less compared to what we see in the other regions where it goes beyond 200.
But I still have to say, 184 still around the average.
It's a decent number,
Still around the average, and it's a little bit more than we are used to seeing in other regions as well. If you're talking about South Asia, because play over there rely on those gunfights, and you don't really necessarily get close enough. Even if you use the utilities, you are going to get spotted out. Oh yeah, 184 just being on the average number, especially when it was important, because in open areas, I said this in the game as well, smokes are going to get you to those final fights, but in those final fights, it's all about the nades and the molotovs.
Yeah, I think this is one area where these Pakistani teams can work on, using those grenades, saving it up for the late game, because I've seen a lot of players proning around. If you had those grenades, imagine if Hasni, who was really playing well, had a grenade, could have just lobbed it over, and two players, boom, there you go, could have gotten themselves into the second position. But getting back to Team Fool and Bubble, we'll just get back to them. But let's take a look at the kill leaders as to see which are the players that have been standing tall. And there you go, Lucky already there, 16 kills for himself. Murtaza has been consistent throughout, and today also displayed why he is so good.
Yeah, he is performing quite outstandingly for Team HFD, and I guess is one of the reasons. Well, there are 4 reasons for HFD being in the top positions, but Murtaza is definitely going to be a strong contender for the biggest reason. Then we have Ummi for 247 and Jut as well in the top 5. For all Hellraisers, we have Khan 420, and there it is. On the 6th position, we have Rahman. Even though Team F4 don't really see them in that much action, but the player still has been performing in an incredible manner, along with Danny from Team Bablu. For TUF, we have Venom and Edgar right behind each other with 8 kills each. And then the last player for 247, it is going to be Gaming with 7 kills on the 10th position. So the whole squad of 247 is in here in the top kill leaders.
Absolutely, that certainly reflects, because despite the fact they were on 7th by the day started, they still had the highest number of kills, and now they've just increased those their counter. But like we were saying, I think Team Fool Esports was somewhere well prepared. They knew kind of Team Bablu was gonna make that rotation. So Team Bablu, if you're watching us right now, you have to change your path. You could take the bridge. I mean, the Georgia Paul bridge on the left hand side. That is a clear path. You can, if you're having troubles rotating, you can do that as well.
Either the path or the way in which they rotate, because Team Bablu since last year, they have stuck to their own. We have the leaderboard in front of us as well, so we can see the standings of the team. 247 first position, taking it away from Hellraisers, not playing today. Bablu climbing up to the 3rd. Difference not really that much.
No, not at all. It's just that one game that is going to change everything out. We have Team TUF, Team Sites. These are the 2 teams that we must talk about. Look at their positioning points and their kills. They are being consistent throughout, and it reflects 65 points, and this was not even a shabby outing from them. And Team F4, I guess we really need to know what is wrong with this team around. They've somehow managed to be in the top 8. But despite that fact, I still expect a lot more from them.
Well, definitely, but I was going to say, like, they are in the top 8. What do you mean, what's wrong with them? They are doing a good job.
Players, man.
Yeah, but it is the semi-finals. We're not in the finals yet, Fixes. You have to remember that.
Are they saving strats?
Yeah. But they might be saving strat. But on the second half of the standings, we do have the players who are starting out really well. No Rules and IDL. Look at them already in the top 15. No Rules climbing up to the 11th position in just one game, 22 points.
One game, 22 points, and that's how Team No Rules is playing. And they are a team that's loved by their fans. 12 kills already from just that one game. Even Team IDL are going on for a good show out there. But there you go, Solo Esports, RTX, they're all gonna drop down. This is not their day-to-day to be playing. They'll be coming back next time, and hopefully they show a decent outing. But Portal Esports, a team that we had a lot of expectations from, getting a quick early elimination alongside Team H2E.
Portal, H2E and Oxy, also North Esports, these 4 teams.
Even TeamOP.
Yeah, TeamOP as well. So these lads are definitely going to have to step up their game in the next 3 matches that they have lined up. And it is going to be an intense set of matches, because the next we have Sanhok, which is an aggressive one. Then we have Fixes' favorite map, that is Miramar, and the last is going to be Erangel again. But before we move on to the match of Sanhok, we're going to take a short break, so you guys stay tuned and keep watching. We'll be right back.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2020 Pakistan region, and alongside me is my co-caster for this game, that is Phoenix. And without any further ado, let's just quickly head out inside the game of Sanhok, where we're gonna see some intense action. The flight path trajectory has already started, going from Mong Nai towards Tambang, and like we can see, all the teams have dropped respectively, and Team No Rules is the one definitely heading for boot camp.
Absolutely, there's no team against them. If they get some basic loots, then they are ready for the fight, because we know they can take fights very easily, and they have the very good amount of gunpowder. And we talk about the zone, it is quite a centralized zone and covering most of the teams, and most of the teams are inside the zone, except some teams, but they are very close to the zone. They can move easily after some time. And if we talk about the teams, they are having a very good split, and they can collect some loot for their individual play, which they can perform better.
Yeah, absolutely. We have to see. And right now, Team Bablu, they have dropped off somewhere just beside Painan. And let's see how they are going to perform in this particular game. But eyes will definitely be on 249. And we have to see Kaise perform, how they're going to perform today. And, I can certainly get to tend to, go off to my local language, because sometimes these teams are doing so well.
Absolutely.
And, your feelings really come out. But there you go. Team F4, Team IDL, these two teams are just beside each other. And let's see how they're going to play out.
Absolutely, we are looking forward to how they are going to play. And now, one of my favorite teams are playing, which are Bablu, Team Portal Esports, as well as H2E. And I'm just looking forward that they are going to have a second dinner. But if we talk about HFD, just one player just got knocked out, and he just going to get revived very early. And Team OP players, okay, they are just moving towards him, but no, he's just not survived. One player just got eliminated from the Team HFD. Now they're just down to only 3 men. They just have to focus, because they just lost a player in an early stage. Now they just have to focus on getting a centralized area, getting some kills, as well as moving forward and hoping that they are going to get first, second or third position.
Yeah, that's certainly there for sure. But right now, the circle that we get to see is a quite standard Sanhok circle, nothing out of the ordinary. And we will have to see as to who is gonna take those center compounds, because on the western side of Bhan, there's a slight hill area where you can really capitalize. But right now, let's get back into the fight. We have Team IDL going against Team F4, and Khan getting knocked off right off the hook, and will be finished off. And I do not see any kind of backup fire from their players. Fazzi will be going in for the elimination, as another grenade is being cooked by Dino. That goes in. Is that going to connect? That is a big question out there, and no is the answer. Zulkar and Wolverine, they are holding down one compound in the Paradise Resort. And now things are going to be definitely favoring Team Ideal. They can rotate around. They can try to claw in the players of Team F4. Wolverine and Zuldar, they are looking in a lot of trouble right now, as they're just waiting to meet their makers. But if they can, have a good outing, if they can take those initial knocks, they might just turn the tables around.
Absolutely true. And at this moment, F4 is in quite a little bit in trouble, because they just lost one player. They are down to 3 men. And Ideal just surrounding them, getting some information that where are the other players, and collecting some loots as well. And they are just moving slowly and steadily, just moving towards the players of F4. And F4 player, they are just thinking they just don't have to give their location. They just have to spot some players and get the information for their team as well, from where the team of Ideal, the players of Ideal are moving and charging towards them. Because at this moment, I'm just thinking that this fight is going to be a little bit towards Ideal, because they have an upper hand of manpower and gunpowder as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Manpower certainly being that one crucial factor. But look at the players of Team F4. They're kind of surrounded from two sides, and those grenades are going in. Amazing outing from, Dino over there, knowing exactly exactly where the players are throwing those grenades. But, you know, F4 is well prepared. They know how to block these grenades from coming in. Now, Zulkar has cooked his own grenade out there. Will it connect? No, it does not. As slowly and steadily, but Team IDL is making that push in, and this time 2 grenades are being lobbed out, and Zulkar does hear the sounds of the clips being opened, and he backs off instantly. Has that Uzi, which is a monster in the close range. Rahman will also join the fray, but he's got his own troubles. 2 players there as well. So right now, Team F4, they somehow have to survive this onslaught. Can they do that? That's a big question over here.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a very big question, because the players are charging towards them. And if we talk about Rahman, he's just a little bit safe right now, because the 2 players that are charging towards him now trying to disengage the fight, because they just move away from him. And I'm just hoping that the fight is going to be a little bit delay from both of the teams' side, because they still didn't know the position of the players. Just tossing some grenades towards them, trying to get some early knocks, but not a single player get knocked out, because they can hear the sounds of clips of nades that are popping out. But Rahman can spot some players of Ideal. He is very close, and the Ideal player just got sorted out. Can he knock some players and get back to... Okay, he's just getting some damage. He also did some damage, but he's surviving on 50% HP. Now, the team of Ideal is charging towards him.
Yeah, that we have to see right now. The players from Team F4, Rahman, they try to have a good outing over there, predicting where the players are taking those initial shots. But let's see how he is gonna play this one out, because Mort from Team IDL, he knows that there is Rahman. There's just that one guy over there, but he is oblivious of the fact as to where exactly Wolverine and his teammate are. And there you go. He finds that one knock instantly with finish off Fazi, and that's a quick knock and finish confirmed. Right now, the stakes, the cards have all been evened out. Rahman taking a lot of damage, and there you go. He gets knocked. That was a shot that I really could not even imagine. And right now, for Wolverine, let's see what is going to happen. Team F4 is well prepared. Rahman is down. It's just a 2-man squad right now. Dino is pushing in from the left hand side. We'll have to see what is going to go on right now. Yep. Wolverine, he is still prone in, and he goes inside his house right now, but still has given up his position. The shots coming in. Rahman will be picked up and will be finished off right over there. Mott is going for the boosters, but Team F4 are in a whole world of trouble.
Absolutely, they are in a trouble. And now, if we talk about the team, Ideal decided that they are going to push, and they just want this team got eliminated, because they are looking strong. Yep, they just lost their player. But still, they are looking quite strong. And now, F4 just having 2 players with them. And if we talk about Team Oxy is little close to Paradise Resort. If Team Oxy did a third party, maybe they have a upper hand. Maybe they got some kills as well. But now I'm just looking for the play of Zelda and F4 of Team F4. And now Ideal just spotted a player, but unfortunately he just got knocked out. F4 just killed another player. Wolverine also got knocked out. Zelda is the last man surviving, but he just got eliminated. And F4 got eliminated at the 16th position. Dino got the domination title with 3 kills. At this moment, I'm just thinking the Ideal team, the team Ideal is looking very strong, because they got 3 kills in a very early stage. This is going to boost them. The morale boost is right there. Now I'm focusing that how they're going to perform in the the time get along.
Yeah, we have to see, as Team F4 have again, have had a bad outing over there. And right now, Team PES, they're in the rainforest. And when you go to the rainforest, you would definitely want to, take a boat, hire one, just to move around with your pina coladas. And that's exactly what they're doing. And they are taking a huge rotation up from the northern side. And if they make it to the shores from maybe Cow, or they are trying to enter from from somewhere in between Cow and Mongnai, and they will enter in, and we will have to see as to how they are going to proceed with the circle. But right now, Kaizen has spotted out Teen Wolf from Team Bablu. This is gonna be a huge fight. Team Bablu had lost out a player in the early stages. Right now, Teen Wolf also taking a lot of damage. He needs to throw those smokes and get out from there. And oh my goodness, Batsab also has them pinned from one cover. The cover fire needs to come in, but there is a squad that's literally does not even give any dude's thoughts of. He just moved right in the middle of these two squads. Oh my god, what is happening?
What time? They literally showed that they have guts, but HFD just one player got knocked out, which is Iran, and they also lost one player. Now they are in a quite big trouble because IGN Esports also taking down a team, and they are looking very nice at this situation because Predator just throwing some. Okay, he didn't have any type of grenade, but he have Molly. Can this Molly knock the another player of the team? Can they get some kills? And right now, maybe they are in a big trouble because Exterminator, 2 players are alive, 2 players need revive, and IGN Esports just marching towards them because they are hungry for that kills.
Yes, they certainly are. And right now, Predator has the Vector, is a very good weapon in the map of Sanhok. Right now, Exterminators having a bad form, but have deployed the smokes, trying to create that suspicious area where they cannot, have a straight sight. But no, that will not be enough. He just went in the open and will get punished. And Predator will take that finish onto his blade, will confirm the kill, and will go in for the revive on his fallen teammate. That is Motu. But right now, Team Exterminator still having a very, very bad run. We will have to see, can they step up? They've got some matches, and these are the early stages, but they really need to calm themselves down, rethink their strats, go do their homework, and come back stronger.
Yeah, that's true. And now they have a little bit that they now have to focus that what they did, what their mistakes in the previous match, that why they are eliminated on an early stage. But if we talk about the team Ideal, they have an early fight, but they also lost 2 players, which is quite bad thing for them because if in the final circles, you need that manpower. And if we talk about the teams, most of the teams are inside the zone except the team Portal Esports. They are coming, and maybe they're just going to park their board in the Lakavi side and move inside the zone, have a fight with 247 Gaming if they park at there. But no, they just stop early, and now they're just going to focus on running and move inside the zone very slowly and steadily, which is a nice thing for them.
Yeah, certainly. We have to see right now. Team Portal Esports have gotten themselves to the shore this time. Oh, that was a huge rotation. This time from the eastern side. Now, Lakavi is an area from where they can play around, and they've got no teams on their back. But IGN 666, just look at them. They've got 2 kills confirmed, and those were from Team Exterminators. And Team Exterminators, like we mentioned earlier, they were having a rough time. And IGN 666, they are moving out. And let's see what is going to happen with that. The second airdrop comes in, DBS, and has an 8 times. Would you like an 8 times in Sanhok?
I don't think so. But if we talk about the Pakistan region, sometimes the player use bolt action, as we saw yesterday. F4 players are using bolt action in the game of Sanhok. But at this moment, I don't think so because the zone is closing down. Third zone is going to arrive, and the teams are very close to each other, and we are going to see some fights with some auto guns like M4. And talking about M4 guns, we have the airdrop 3 with M249 with a level 3 kit with 100 bullets. I always talk about if any player got this, he can eliminate a team instantly.
Yes, absolutely. You can eliminate a whole squad in one single ammo clip. But there you go. This gun is way too loud for my liking. I love those grooves. I love that MK14. It is loud, but it has got a lot of multi-purpose. You can use that as a DMR. You can use that as a close-range assault rifle. Even in the mid-range, it excels. So yeah, MK14 still stands my favorite drop gun. But right now, take a look at the circle, the shift, this time going around Ban. Like we had predicted, this is a quite generic circle. We have seen this a lot. Now, Team IDL does have a very, very good position in the circle. They have that high ground advantage. They have those ridges that they can play around. Now, they just need to hold on to their horses. They just need to let other teams come in close to them so that they can take those fights in a better manner.
Absolutely. If we're talking about hold and the position, Portal Esports didn't think that the zone is going to favor them. them. They took a long rotation from the water side, entered towards Lakavi, and now the zone is favoring them. They are also inside the zone, but the teams I'm focusing about the like PWP Esports, Team H2E, as well as team like No Rules. They landed on the boot camp. They're looting, they're holding, they are not moving. But now they just have to move. They have to do a rotation because if we can see at the minimap, there's no team in front of them if they move in a straight rotation. And now IGN is taking a fight with the team which is North Esports.
Yeah, Team North Esports squad that has to step up right now. But this will not be happen as Diam does manage to take one of their players down, and he'll instantly heal up himself. And right now Team IGN is looking like they are hungry. They need some kills, and obviously going on the aggressive side is good, but controlled aggression is something that we have harped upon a lot. Now I think the players of North Esports will be managing to get those revives on Amer, but right now IGN need to find themselves one more knock, possibly two, to be on the safer side. But on the other hand, we have Jat taking his kills this time around, knocks upon TeamOP over there and has spotted him down. He's just waiting for him to just kind of be out in the open, would want to finish that kill and will want to get that. But I guess by the looks of it, he is gonna get revived.
Absolutely, and this is the team who got the second in the previous match. They're now looking strong. They just get some knock, but they have to finish that ASAP, because if the player got revived, they can fight back too. And if you're going to die, this is very bad situation for you. And if we talk about that player Lucky, he is a very good player. He can knock player easily, and we can see the aim is very precise. And if you come into his play, you're just going to get knocked. But if you are talking about knock, H2E player, one player just got knocked and finished instantly, and two players are alive, one player just got knocked out. H2E have to capitalize in this situation. They have to think that what they have to do, and now two players just got knocked out, one player is surviving, what they are going to do. But when I was speaking, H2E just got eliminated.
Yeah, H2E got eliminated, and this time around from TeamOP. And this is a team that did not have a good outing in the first game, but they have certainly come out stronger in the second one. But as we see the circle closing down, we will have to see as to where is it going to exactly favor, as Snain has been spotted by Uzim from Team Oxy. This is a team that is also very promising, and Bunny, oh my goodness, that grenade going on towards him. He's knocked over there and almost shipped him out, and he is really helpless at this certain moment, because the members of Team Fool can't really come close to him, can't really go in for that revive, because the more the closer they are, the more susceptible they are to the other players over there. Now there you go, FoolEsports, they were checking one angle, but the other angles were left wide open, and Team Oxy really capitalizing that upon and finishing off those players.
Absolutely true. They just won that fight and won the favor of the zone as well. They are inside the zone. They have a very good compound, and they just have to hold their wait for the teams who are just going to come towards them, which is No Rules, as well as maybe HFD are going to come towards them, and IGN Esports, they can have a good fight with them. But if now we are looking forward to the team North Esports taking a fight against Portal Esports, can they get it? Okay, it's No Rules. Okay, it's a TeamOP.
Yeah, it's TeamOP there, and TeamOP also have been on the receiving end, have got one of their players knocked down for the second time, in fact, and Ashwa going greedy, trying to get that finish on, but will be punished by the members of Team IGN as they are on the backhand fray, and they are also joining the fight right now. And then right now, Team IGN knows they can get a lot of kills, but Predator has also been taken down. Sensei taking a few knocks out there. This is completely chaos over here, as Hamzo has spotted down the players of IGN and taken down already two players over there, and a few kills also being confirmed. But right now TeamOP deploying the smokes at the right amount of time have managed to revive all their players, and now they are back on their foot. But meanwhile Team PES also being a part of the action, taking a few kills here and there. This time their victims will be Team 247.
Absolutely, and Lucky just got eliminated. Jet is also got knocked out. At this moment 247 is looking in a quite trouble position, because Portal Esports don't let them go, because they need that kills as well, and most of the teams are outside the zone. They have to move inside the zone as fast as they can. If we talk about, oh my god, what happened? Portal Esports, one player just got knocked out, and they are also outside the zone. If I suggest them, they have to move inside the zone. They don't have to focus on reviving him because he is too far away from the team, and this could be quite a good decision for them. But not Esports are also in a big trouble. Zord just got knocked out, and one player is just surviving for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And Hamzo, he is fallen down. Sensei, he's been spectacular. He's been on the fraggers list, and he's doing so well. But let's see how is he gonna perform this time around. But IGN Gaming also bite the dust, and TeamOP has been playing really well, to be honest. And Sensei does manage to spot out Rajput. Will be taking him off instantly, and will be spotting the other member as well. But let's see what is gonna happen. Oh my goodness, he goes in for that second knock. And he is looking so strong. Does not really even feel like it's a 1v4 situation. He has made it look so easy. Now those revives will be coming in. This is the 4th circle. After this, the 5th circle will start. The damage will start getting ticked off. And we have to see if the players from TeamOP do survive. But Sensei, he is looking so strong. Oh my goodness. Going for another knock. 3 knocks back to back for this lad. Now has turned this entire situation into a 1v1. Aswa barely surviving with a sliver of HP, and there you go. TeamOP getting eliminated. Nice amount of kills, but that does not really matter because Sensei, he is just playing out of his mind.
Absolutely, what a great 1v3 clutch. Maybe he's just going to get that 1v4 clutch, but Portal Esports somehow steals that kill. But if we're talking about Golden Stars, Legacy just got knocked out. Okay, is the last man surviving, and Venom of the team TUF just healed up and looking forward. Aladdin is not stopping off the Portal Esport. He's just going to revive his player and knocking some player as well, but they are outside the zone. Portal Esports are keep on outside the zone, but Legacy have the chance. Can he knock some players? But no, he just got knocked out at this moment, and TUF looking very forward. They are getting some kills. They have 5 kills, collecting some loot, and Vic have to heal fast as well. And Murtaza got the domination title with 3 kills, and HFD are coming into action.
Yeah, they certainly are right now. But IDL's Dino, he's on a rampage. But now we have to see as to how Team Oxy is gonna play. They've got one of their players pinned down. They've got one of the players knocked out. But Pablo, Teen Wolf taking down players of Team TUF, and again a consistent outing on eliminated on the 7th position. Nothing really much to scoff about. They've got a few kills. This is the mantra. This is a secret. If you have to make it into the top 3, just be consistent throughout, and that is exactly what Team TUF have been doing so far. Got 10 points out of this game. They are a happy bunch of people. But Team Bablu, this is a squad. I mean, they still have all the 4 players surviving, and that can possibly be their chicken dinner game. And Trinda taking a few knocks here and there, and Oxy's players, they have those compounds for themselves, but Bablu also find themselves inside this circle, though on the edges. But Team IDL will definitely want to come in, want to step in, and oh my goodness, those knocks again coming out from here and there. IDL going on a prowl, taking down Blade OP. Bicho going on a domination for himself. I must see how many kills have Team IDL racked up this game around.
Absolutely, I'm literally excited how they are performing literally very well, and now they're looking forward to get that chicken dinner. But we are just focusing on Exterminator. Just got eliminated on the 6th position. Now we just left with 5 teams, 13 people are alive. Bablu is very looking strong because 4 men are alive for them, as well as Oxy. But HFD in a big trouble because 1 player is outside the zone. He just got knocked out. 1 player is alive, and IDL having 2 players, Portal Esports having only 1. Chances are very high for Team Bablu. They just have to capitalize on this situation. Trinidad getting 3 kills. Oxy Team Oxy is still trying to fight and get some kills, and the chances of their winning is 33%.
Yeah, certainly chances of them winning is 33%, but I do not really pay much heed to the numbers right now because it could just be anyone's game. Whoever's got at a better position, they are gonna win. But right now Dino is in some trouble because he has been spotted down by the members of Team Bablu. He's going for the first hit, but will he be able to manage to pull it off in the right nick of time? No is gonna be the answer, and with that IDL are gonna fall down. But members of Team Oxy, they still have all the 4 players alive. Like we said, they have to get inside the circle, and Team Bablu does have that high ground advantage. And Team Bablu, if they manage to spot their players right, they can get some few kills. But Team HFD, they have been eliminated as well. But right now Rage providing that cover fire from behind us, have been spotted a Tyrant out there, but this will be a Laden, who takes that knock onto its Tyrant, but will be finished to the play zone. But Team Bablu, they will have to revive their players. Pikachu is going in for the revive, but Danny, he's on the front line, throws those grenades out, but has a Molotov in return, does connect, and oh my goodness, he is burning. Oh, someone save this lad, but before, you know, dying out, he will want to take a few shots, but that really would not matter as Trinda will get that knock onto with him. Just the two teams alive. Right now, it's a very, very intense situation. Vortrock spraying down all those bullets. Tyrant still struggling out, has his buggy for himself. Pikachu providing the cover fire from behind. That's a very intense action. It's a 3v2 situation. Teen Wolf, can he get the revive? No, that won't happen. But Pikachu will definitely get a knock onto its ways. Uzum taking all those boosters, utilizing everything because he knows this is the end phase. It's just the end game for him in the map of Sanhok. But Team Bablu, look at them. They've deployed their smokes right. They've saved up their utilities, going in for those revives on their teammates. Have lost out Danny, but does not really matter for them because now they've again brought this match into a 3v3 situation. But one good grenade from Team Oxy can be the demise of all those three players. And that's where I talk about the utilities. That's where I talk about all those grenades coming into action. Throw some molly, throw some grenade, bait your opponents out into the open, take their kills on them. And look at Team Bablu. They still have a few utilities left. All they need to know is the exact information as to where the opponent team is. But by the looks of the circle, Team Bablu has to close in, and that's going to be very tricky. Oh my goodness, Rage goes in for a grenade. That does lob in, but no, does not do a lot of damage as Pikachu trying to bait out the players of Team Oxy. But now Bablu have to get into the circle somehow as three players of Team Oxy have got their eyes pinned onto them. Can he manage to get a knock? And Team Bablu and Team Oxy, they are not leaving anything behind. They are giving it their all. Now comes the push from Team Bablu. Oh my god, Teen Wolf gets taken down by Trinda. There comes that trade fire knock by Tyrant, and now it's a 1v1 situation. Tyrant going against Uzum, has the Uzi, but will it be enough? Uzum has the barrel. Oh my goodness, he's taken a lot of damage. Now is the time where you push, but the circle will be too much, and Team Oxy have been eliminated. Team Bablu getting another chicken dinner, this time around in the map of Sanhok.
What a performance! I am amazed by the performance of Team Bablu. I was just thinking that they are taking a wrong decision by moving outside the cover of the rock, but for them it's Rise. They just eliminated Team Oxy, and what a great performance from both the teams because the zone is not favoring both of them. They both have to move inside the zone, and Bablu somehow capitalized the game and won the chicken dinner.
Absolutely. I think Tyrant was the one who kind of was the MVP in the final fight, getting those two knocks. But let's take a look at the MVP of this particular game. Who is it gonna be? There were a lot of players, a lot of teams that took a lot of kills, and yes, like I said, Dino getting the MVP this time around. 5 kills for himself, 707 damage, 23 minutes of survival time. Nothing much really to scoff about. 4 kilometers in Sanhok is really a huge thing. Team IDL, right, starting from the get-go, they went against Team F4, completely annihilated them, and then moving on to the next players, a set of teams, getting all those kills for themselves. And I mean, IDL, they are really stepping things up.
Absolutely, they are stepping things up and they are looking very forward. Very consistent gameplay from their side as well. And if we talk about consistent gameplay, Team Bablu is also performing well. They got the chicken dinner, they got the momentum. I'm just hoping that what they're going to do next.
Yes, absolutely. But let's take a look on the top 5 players, the players who are going to join Dino in the fray, in those standings. And there you go, Rajput, TeamOP. They did have a good outing. They had a good first initial phases, but then again, that Sensei there, who's there on the 5th position, he was just too much. He utilized the circle. He knew that they had to come out right in the open. Those peaks were really made into perfection. Trinda also tried a lot. He also had a good outing. Murtaza, I mean, all the praises for this lad. He has been consistent throughout every single game that Team HFD is playing. Murtaza does stand on top for their team.
That's true, and what a game by these all players. But Oxy Trinda trying to fight against the Tyrant, but Tyrant is having upper hand. He's just aiming on his head, and one shot just got connected. And because of blue zone, he just wanted to move inside the zone, and then he just got off guarded by the player Tyrant, and he finishes him instantly. Nice performance by all the teams, and Team Ideal, they can also perform well, and I'm just hoping that in the next match they're going to get a chicken dinner.
Absolutely. Now, taking a look at the match summary as to how things panned out in the map of Sanhok. We have a total of 69 knocks. That's a number there. And total kills being 55. So, a lot of teams are being taken down from the zone. A lot of knocks could not be confirmed. But total hit shots this time around, it's 12. It's an average. And smokes and grenades. Like I said, in Sanhok, you get very few utilities. And players have utilized whatever they had for themselves. Vehicle kills, that's very unusual. And this time around, we did not see any. 3 grenade kills, could have been more, but yes, nothing really much to scoff about. A single airdrop was not looted. My heart breaks over there. I would have loved to see some Groza action, some MK14, some M249, or just get the AWM, get the big man in and get those shots.
Yeah, that's true. And if we talk about some drop guns, if ideal player having the Groza or MK14, then maybe this game is going to be their side.
Yeah.
But the utilities used, we are talking about very less utilities were used in the Sanhok match. If Rage uses a grenade when the team Bablu is behind the rock, then this scenario is maybe different.
Absolutely. But let's talk about the scenario in hand. Let's take a look at the map standings of this particular game, where Team Bablu with 7 kills have managed to get a chicken dinner. They are going in for the positioning. This is a Bablu that I am absolutely going to love. You do not have to be over aggressive. You just need to be aggressive enough to get yourself the chicken dinner. Kills will eventually follow. Team Oxy, despite the fact that they had 8 kills, had a very good outing, still managed to come second. And IDL, look at them. They were not the third position team. They had those 8 kills, courtesy of which now they are sitting on 15 points, tied with Portal Esports. Portal Esports, a team that had a first bad game, but have really stepped things up. And HFD, another team, maintaining the consistency. But I believe it's the only player, Murtaza, who's just has a good outing. Team OP, look at them, 9 kills.
My God, what a great amount of kills. And if we compare, they have highest amount of kills from these teams, and which is literally we can see, because no rules and 247 Gaming, FoolEsports as well, H2E didn't got a single kills. Team Ideal, Team Bablu and Oxy just stealing their kills, and that's why they are on the 14, 15 and 16th position. But I'm hoping that they are going to move forward. They're just going to change some strategy, do a little bit changes in their plans as well, and in the next match they are going to perform well.
Absolutely, because in Sanhok things are so unpredictable. You do not know. Let's just talk about facts over here. Team 247 Gaming, Team Fool, such dominating teams, but this time around they could not get enough kills, they could not get enough position standing. So that's the predictability of Sanhok that makes this map so entertaining. This can be absolutely anyone's game. But if you go deep down under, into the map study, if you know your ridges right, if you know the perfect timings to take those places, then you're certainly going to excel. And with that, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Let's take a look at the overall standings that we have to see where the teams are faring after that. Team Bablu stepping things up, but going on top with 93 points, followed by Team TUF. This is a team does not get the chicken dinner, but somehow manages to be very, very consistent and still get a decent number of kills. 10 kills, 10 points in the last game, and look at that. There are dead smack second rates this time around.
Absolutely, you're right. And if you're talking about consistency, Team HFD also showing the same game. They have 66 points and over and climbing up on the top 5 position. This is right. Very nice performance from their side as well. But look at the team which is at the 8th position, Team FO. They have 40 points, 13 points below from the 7th position, which is PK Virus. They need to have to cover those points and want to perform well.
Yeah, and taking a look at the next quarter, we have a few teams. Team Exterminator, I'm really worried about them. They're not having a good outing. Team No Rules, with what we just saw from Sensei, I still see a lot of positivity, a lot of good things coming in from this particular squad. Team Oxy have also stepped up as well. Team IDL, they've just played 2 games and find themselves on the top 10th position. And Zorar Esports, well, they're not playing today, so they will have to see how they're going to play tomorrow. Taking a look at the bottom last of our standings, we have a few teams that are struggling. FoolEsports, we have Team H2E, and then we have even Portal Esports. First game did not really go all with the way they wanted, but they kind of managed to get enough points in the second game around, and I hope they will be doing better in the games to come.
Yeah, that's true, and they're just having a great performance in this game, and I hope that they have to keep up the momentum in this game as well. But I'm just hoping that the Bablu got the chicken dinner can they get the chicken dinner next match as well? If this, then they are going to have a great lead in the leaderboard.
We've already seen back-to-back chicken dinners, but is Team Bablu going to get that back-to-back chicken dinner? We will have to see. But right now, we will be heading out for a short little break. On the other side, we do have action coming in from Miramar.
Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open 2020 Fall Split Pakistan Region Semi-Finals. My name is Varun Super Johnny John. Joining me on the desk it is Phoenix, and it is time to head into the third game, which is going to be played on the map of Miramar. But talking about Sanhok, an amazing performance by Team Bablu. Let us have a look at the stats as well and see how the team is actually doing, how the players are actually doing. So Danny, we all know, has been performing incredibly, moving on to 10 kills. Pikachu just steps up big time with his 8 kills, and the damage is what is important from these lads. It is consistent throughout, apart from Team Wolf, the support player who always stays in the back lines.
Absolutely true. And if you look at the team Bablu Pikachu, he's having a very quite low average survival time, which is 18 minutes and 29 seconds compared to his other teammates. This show that he have a great amount of kills. He just have to focus on more surviving and give a great support to his team. And if this, they're already doing well, maybe they just got some more kills as well.
Well, we usually do notice this from the IGLs in most of the teams, wherein they do get taken out quite early on. And the team doing better as well in return can be one of the things. But yeah, if you have 4 players remaining by the end of the game, you are going to do really, really well. Talking about doing well in match, who's going to do well in Miramar? Well, the game is going to show us that as the match is live and the trajectory is on our screens. Starts all the way from Torre Amuda and heads over to Valle del Mar. So the southern eastern eastern side of the map. That's Los Leones, Impala, Minas Generalis. These are the locations that are going to be slightly out of reach from the players.
Yeah, that's true. And what if the zone is going to shift at that side? The team who went towards the eastern side or towards the Minas or Los Leones, they have a great chance to survive. But at this moment, I'm just looking forward towards the team, which is Team Oxy and Team OP. They have to land at their perfect spot. They have to land at their home and get some loot. And maybe they just have to get some early fights as well and have some early kills.
Yeah, those early kills are going to be important in this matchup as well, but Miramar more reliant on those long-range combats. We did see those sprays coming into play as far as the group stages matches are concerned, but today what is going to happen? Only time will tell, as the drops have been made by most of the teams. That early drop collision, I think, two teams, we do see them heading towards El Pozo, so one fight is definitely going to take place. The squad of Bablu heading towards the southern side along with the players of H2E. Another fight over there, but the circle takes a northern shift.
Yep, that's true. And northern shift, North Esports in a good position because the zone is quite favoring them as well as a team like IGN Esports. But the team like 247 Gaming as well as some team like other teams which they are outside the zone and Bablu as well, they have to move inside the zone as soon as possible because they are performing very well. They just have to keep the momentum. But we can see one player from No Rules got eliminated in just 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this as well. Both the teams taking control of El Pozo, which is going to be quite difficult. So the early collision was supposed to happen, and TUF just coming out on top with Venom getting the opening frag for his team. Putting the squad of No Rules at a disadvantage is going to be pretty important. I mean, the way the players played in the very first game, it was an incredible performance that they showcased. And even in this game, I think they are going to try and emulate the same sort of performance. But on the other side, we do have another collision that is between FoolEsports and Golden Stars.
Yup, that's true. And these two teams, they are in a bad position on the leaderboard. They just have to be in a good position. They need that momentum. And you know what? FoolEsports is one of the most aggressive team. I know that they can perform well, but somehow they are literally got dominated by other teams. But I just looking forward what is going to happen. And Legacy just got spotted out by Razor. Razor taking some shots towards him, but not a single shot got connected. Now he revealed his position at this moment. Maybe he just have to cross the road safely so that his team is not going to be in a big trouble, because FoolEsports, both the teams need some kills as well as some placement point because they are in a big trouble. But a nade, but it's very far away from all the players of Golden Stars. And Daniel having a good position, he is can spot some players very easily. And Foo Bunny just taking a cover of a box, maybe he can just peek and then knock some player as well. And if we looking at the other, we have Team Oxy against our Team Exterminator. I'm just looking forward to it, but No Rules Samurai just got spotted. He is barely surviving on 1 HP and just got knocked out by the grenade of Edgar.
Well, this is going to be a tough fight. It was supposed to be a tough fight from the very get-go, but Edgar, quite precise against these players. And this squad, that is the squad of No Rules. They're going to be in so much trouble right now. Already losing one man, but now the aggression is going to get even worse. Venom takes some damage from the nade from Baraka, but not enough to come for a knock. Samurai, they're trying to finish him off so that they can cut down the numbers of the opponents even further and try and go for the charge ends. But that is where this map sort of becomes tricky, because the way it's been designed, it's a bunch of compounds, some distance, and then the bunch of compounds. So it's the distance that you're going to have to charge in. The crossing of the road this time between these two teams, that's going to be a troublesome situation for the players of TUF. And Samurai, the more he survives, the more the players of TUF, the more greedy they get for this one kill, the more distance the other two players are gaining. They are just trying to avoid this fight, which is good decision making. But in the PIP, in the picture-in-picture, you do see the player of Golden Star as well, just trying to say spot out his opponents.
Yep, that's true. And they are very close to, but Oxy just got out by Hasnain. He just got knocked out. And Golden Star Legacy moving towards the left, trying to get a flank. And they just have to revive their player as well, have to take the fight from the team of FoolEsports. Now FoolEsports, maybe they just have to charge again towards the team of Golden Star, because one player just got knocked down. They just have to decide what they have to do, if they have to disengage the fight or move back, take backlash, or they have to take the fight against FoolEsports. But if we're looking at the situation, Golden Star just moving back, they don't want to take the fight. They already lost one player, and they know that in front they have FoolEsports, one of the most aggressive team, and now the morale is getting a good boost because they knocked a one player. They get one kill as well. But now what they have to do, Golden Esports Daniel can also get spotted by Hasnain, because he is having a high range, high advantage, and he can spot a player very easily.
Yeah, the player can be spotted out, but he's going to have to be careful as well, because if his head pops up, he might take some shots over there, and that's not going to be good for anyone. But now we do see the players coming in with the rotations towards the northern area, and it is not going to be that tricky, since most of the teams already landed inside the circle. They are going to be just holding on to their positions, no incentive to move away. But the teams from the western side, from the southern side, they will just be able to reach the edge quite efficiently, I might say. Apart from, I want to see how H2E and Bablu get around this. H2E already taking damage from the blue zone. All right, there's the truck, and look at that. Look at the distance to the zone. It's 2,700 meters, 2.7 kilometers. That's what these lads have to travel right now. It is gonna be a long journey for them.
Absolutely. Maybe they're just going to play some song inside the car to chill this and chill inside the car. But Bablu, they also have to do a long rotation, because they are already very far away from the zone, as well as 247 Gaming. They are quite near to the zone. They just have to. They're already moving inside the zone. But H2E, how they're going to survive? If I talk about Ati, he having 18 bandages with some two medikits and one drink and one painkiller. This is nice, because this is only first zone. You can get a very little damage, and the utilities they have is nice. But I'm looking forward to F4. They are having a very good position. They can gatekeep for the other teams who are just going to come towards the El Pozo side or La Cabrera, because San Martin is one of the most main draw, because the player want to go from there. You get a high amount of loot as well, and if they got off guarded, then the players who are coming towards the north, the side of San Martin, F4, they are going to knock you down and get some kills as well.
Well, that is definitely going to happen, but along with F4, there's the squad of HFD as well, who are right now sitting on the area of Picado, and they will be able to spot out 247 Gaming. They will be able to spot out Exterminators, Ox, C2, all those teams that are going to move in that direction. But here is where things get interesting. We did see H2E 2,700 meters, 2.7 kilometers away from the zone. They are taking the southern edge of the map to rotate all the way towards the zone. That's going to be a long journey. Yes, true, it is just the first blue zone that you're going to have to deal with, but by the time you make it, it's going to be moving towards the third one. You do avoid the early stage fights, but you end up investing too much of your healing utilities into just the rotation. And Bablu as well. Bablu, they have been smart about it. They are going through the Los Leones area, a risky shortcut, but if they make it, might as well put them at the advantage. But the circle once again moves north towards the area of Cruz del Valle, and that in turn just makes a cluster of team towards the southern side of the circle. We do see the fights happening, and Portal Esports, Aladdin steps up big as he takes down Rahman from F4.
Yup, that's true, because he just got knocked out. He steal kill from the Portal Esports. They knocked a player of IGN Esports, and he just steal him very smartly. And now Portal Esports trying to fight back. They just want that kill back. They are going to fight with you, F4. They're not going to leave you. And if you're talking about Portal Esports, Aladdin having a car 98, he just want to pop some heads of the opponent team, but they are inside the zone. They just F4 is just trying to move back, saving their car so that the tires are not going to get blown up. And if we talk about H2E Gaming, they are coming inside the zone, taking a very long rotation. Yep, they are not taking fight from other teams, but at Red's moment, they are taking fight from the blue zone.
Yeah, the fight from the blue zone, it is going to be pretty incredible for these lads. But so far, Exterminators right on the very edge. 6 seconds, 5 seconds till the clock ticks down and they will be forced to move in. Gaming, don't give him a 1v1, lads. And that's exactly what they do. They take him down. They will be able to get the finish on this guy who was once again caught alone. That happens a lot with this team, and especially with Gaming. I mean, the scout, it is his responsibility to make sure the path for the team is cleared, but you can't be this exposed and you can't take the fight if you come in contact with anyone. We saw this yesterday when 247 was caught by the players of F4. Individual 1v1s being given, the fight being picked up by Gaming. But this time, Exterminators don't make the same mistake. 4 players just charge in on him. They lose one guy who gets knocked, but they trade out instantly.
Yep, that's true. When we look at the Pablo Pikachu having very low health, but F4 Wolverine just blown 2 players of Team Oxy, and they are down to only 2 players. What a gameplay from F4's side. They're not stopping. They just still need some kills. And Rage also got knocked out. UZM also gets spotted, but he is survived that spray from Rahman M4, and he is also on 40 HP. Wolverine is using his Mini 14 very perfectly, and yep, Aladdin just steal kill from F4. The stealing of kills is literally going on, and sometime F4 is going to steal some kills of Portal Esports, and Portal Esports now stealing kills of Team F4. And now we're just talking about the Team Oxy, who played a very great match from in the previous match, and his buggy, Ozem buggy, is moving. Okay, by automatically, what is this? He's just controlling his buggy from a long distance?
It just kept rolling over there. But on the other side, them losing all those players, the squad of Oxy, not going to be a good side in this game. UZM, the last man surviving, I don't think he's going to be able to make it long, since the team is already surrounded. The player individually is already surrounded from every single direction. Look at the cluster that's there towards the San Martin and the graveyard area. There are a lot of teams that are going to move from that location, and it's going to be really hard to get away. But on the other side, H2E still in the blue zone. It's going to be a while before we see them in any action. But talking about action, we have the airdrop number 2 coming in with the MK14.
Yep, that's true. And OZM still inside the zone, inside the blue zone, and spotted some players of a Team Exterminator, and some shortcut also connected. Now Blade, they are just moving inside their car. They are literally surviving on 20 and 30% HP, and Drag just got knocked out. They are in a big trouble, and UZM is not stopping, still trying to spot some player, and he is also want to move inside the zone. He have to move inside the zone because he have to travel almost 600 meters, and now Blade is trying to heal him up because he is there to revive the other player, which is Drag, and Drag giving him some heal so that he can get up and get him up. And Rex of Exterminator just got eliminated by the Team HFD. Then Exterminator in a bad position because 2 players just got knocked out. 2 players are surviving, which is Blade and Exxon, and they are very far away from them. They're having a 2+2 split. I'm just literally thinking that what they are going to do, but Baraka of no rules just got knocked out, and Jin is the last man surviving. The teams, they are looking very bad for them, and H2E T just got knocked out outside the blue zone. And just here talking about Johnny, H2 is in a quite big trouble, and Exterminator Rex just got finished by Coronas.
Well, they need to go for the revive and share some healings with the lad, because the H2E is almost inside the safe area. But ATI, alright, looking at the minimap, we do see the minimap. We can see that they are just deciding to leave the lad behind, and that is, I mean, we knew the long rotation was going to be a risky move, but you can't just leave your teammates, especially for no reason when you don't have to take the fight. But talking about fight, Teen Wolf just goes ham on the players of 247, drops down. One judge just barely surviving with 1 HP. Tyrant on the other side with the Scarl in his hands. And Bablu, they want to close this one out. They want to finish these 2 lads off as fast as they can and move away from here. 247 already in this match with the 3-man squad. Judd does not have heals, and Teen Wolf with the nade is going to make sure that he's not going to have his feet as well. Umi, the last player surviving, has the M4. Tyrant Tyrant charges in. The fight is gonna come in at any moment. Teen Wolf from the backlines providing the support. Spots him out through the window. No shots fired. Some were fired. The damage was traded. And Umi takes a lot of damage from Tyrant. Tyrant is still pretty healthy. Goes for the jump shots. But Scarrel goes on the reload. 40 bullets again. The charge in comes from Pikachu on the other side. And that's gonna be the end of 247 Gaming in this match.
Yeah, that's true. What a great fight from Team Bablu and Team Wolf. The grenade worked out from them. What a good grenade, because they got open. They just knocked a player and this charge towards the last man surviving for the Team 247 Gaming. And now Team H2E is quite in a nice position, because they still have to move inside the zone, but they can heal up right now. And Team Bablu as well as Portal Esports, HFD, Exterminator, F4, a lot of team have to move inside the zone. But if we talk about some teams like IDL, TeamOP, they are inside the zone. They have a good position. And F4 Wolverine just trying decided that he have to loot the airdrop, having Og with some level 3 kit. And IGN 666 just got knocked out. Team Fool trying to charge towards him, but F4 Khan also got knocked out by Hamza.
Yeah, the knock is gonna come in, but Fool, they're gonna have to be careful, because the other team, they will have the compounds over there as the squad of IGN losing out on 666, giving the opening to the players of Fool to charge in. But in the back lines, you do see Portal Esports as well. They can third party this whenever they want. Razor with the SMG in the close ranges can be pretty deadly. The revive on the other side, he's gonna stop it out, but did he get the finish? No! He let Predator go! He let Predator get away! Predator was barely surviving with 1 HP. He has the ability to heal up. Can he heal up? He heals up! Goes for the fight, but not gonna be enough to take him out. The reaction time's a little bit slow. Bunny on the other side inside the house, taking the fight against Motu, and they gang up on him and finish him off. IGen getting knocked out into the lobby on the 14th position in this match.
Yeah, that's true. And what a great move by Bunny. He just stopped his spray. He think that the player of the team IGN Esports just got knocked out, but he's just barely surviving on 1% HP. He healed up trying to fight, but he just got knocked out and the team just got eliminated. Now Fool is having a hold on a compound inside the zone. This is a very nice position for them, because the team they are coming towards them, which is HFD and North Esports as well as F4, they can be good spotted out. When Vegeta just trying to spot some players of Team OP, can they get spotted? If they get a knock, then this is a good thing for the teams who are outside the zone. They had to move inside the zone and they get an opening if they got. But Venom just got knocked out by IDL Dino. Now can they capitalize the knock and converted that knock into a kill?
Yeah, they can convert it into a kill, but now it is going to be a tough fight for this team. They have managed to rotate their way into the top 13, not being eliminated in the bottom 3. That can be a good achievement for H3, but they need to take the fights now. They have to force the fights now. Already losing out on one player, that was Ati, in the early stages for no reason. That too, H2E, they're gonna have to figure something out for this map specifically, because we've always seen them in these situations on the map of Miramar. Portal Esports, Vegeta is stepping up against the players of Team OP, manages to take down one, but can the finish be confirmed? On the other side, TUF, they're gonna suffer the wrath of the players of F4 as Wolverine completes his 5 kills, and TUF take an exit from this game quite early on. In the 12th position.
That's true. And if we looking forward, the zone is going to take a shift. I'm literally forward. Okay, the zone is towards the Cruz de Villa, left hand side in Hacienda del Petro, towards the northern side of Hacienda del Petro. Now the team F4 is having a great chance to get the second dinner, but meanwhile Team Oxy, last player surviving, just got eliminated by the blue zone, and Team Oxy got eliminated at the 11th position. Now we have left with only 10 teams, 33 players are alive. We just hit the mark of 19 minutes. Most of the teams are going to take a rotation. They have to move inside the zone, and we can see Bablu is trying to take fight with Team H2O. H2E and Fool Charlie just knocked a player off with PES Vegeta H2E just trying to move out, but Pikachu just knocked Gamer X, who is taking cover of a bus, but he is not going to survive from the spray of Pikachu. He let him go on a very low HP, and Bablu Pikachu just got the kill of Gamer X, and HFD Kaizan also got knocked out by Hamzo. Aladdin is also trying fight, and Fool Charlie also got knocked out. But meanwhile, Tyrant also got knocked out by Team Bablu. Charlie kill just got confirmed, and Bablu Tyrant got knocked out by a car.
Yeah, he is going to be knocked out and finished off, and Bablu is going to be finished off, in fact, as Pikachu was dropped down as well, and the team is not going to be happy with the finish in this game. They did get the kills though, so the points are somehow going to be balanced out in the average overall score. HFD, another top performing team, being taken down. Hussein from Fool caught off guard. That's what happens when you sit on a slope all exposed. No smokes to cover his back. His teammate was there, but even he was quite exposed. And Portal Esports just take full advantage of the situation. But on the other side, one name that's constantly popping up in the kill feed, that is the players of F4.
Yep.
These two players, Zulkar and Wolverine, they are just wreaking havoc on anyone they see.
Yup, that's true, and what a grenade from Rajput's side. A grenade absolutely just eliminated a team. And Portal Esports Reaper just got knocked out by F4 player. And Wolverine is not stopping. He's just trying to get some kill. North Esports looking very strong. They have 4 players alive. Portal Esports also having, as well as TeamOP and Golden Star. Both the teams having 3 players alive, but can they get the chicken dinner? And Razor of FoolEsports coming inside the coming outside from the blue zone, taking cover and going to heal up. But meanwhile, Aladdin just got knocked out by Fool Razor. What a great spotting power from him, and he is the last man surviving, but just got spotted out. And TeamOP Rajput having 2 kills, team having 6 kill total, and FoolEsports just got eliminated at the 7th position. Now the kill feed is going to run because the 5th zone is there, and the zone is favoring TeamOP as well as Portal Esports.
Yeah, it is going to favor those teams, but TeamOP right inside the center, Portal Esports on the very edge. We do see these players with a slight weird situation wherein from the backs they are going to be spotted out, but it's the team in front of them that they need to worry about. That is the players of Portal Esports, with Vegeta coming in with the throwable utility, just clearing out the top of this ridge. That's going to allow them the high ground advantage against most of the teams that are in here. H2E take an exit from this game down to the top 5 teams, 14 players alive. Where we have Portal Esports, we have North Esports, TeamOP, F4 still managing to get here with just 2 players, with just 1 player alive, that is Zulkar, and Golden Stars with their 3 lads as well. So
yep.
quite an interesting situation, because now we do have the players of North Esports coming inside the zone as well, and the first fight that they'll be taking, it's going to be against Portal Esports. Snow has taken some damage. Hamza with a spray from the M46X does not manage to connect the shots on Blade OP, who steps behind the cover. Portal Esports Reaper on the other side taking down the players of Golden Stars. 2 players have been taken down from the squad of GS. Reaper and Vegeta just being a really amazing duo. AK is going to be finished off in just a matter of seconds, and I think at any given moment the last player from Golden Stars, that is Daniel, is going to be taken out as well.
Yep, that's true, and he is literally surviving on very low HP. Let's see how far he can let this team go, and they are in the top 5. This is a very good game from the Golden Stars. But if we talk about Daniel is the last man surviving for the team Golden Star. F4 Zulkar is the last man surviving for his team. But North Esports having 4 players alive, as well as Portal Esports plus TeamOP. These players having 3 and 4 players alive for them. And if we look forward, they are total 5 teams, 12 people are alive. North Esports having a great chance of getting that chicken dinner, but the zone also depends that are you getting the chicken dinner, or you have to take fight while moving inside the zone. And we talk about Portal Esports looking very strong. They have 8 kills. They just lost their player, which is Aladdin, but they have very good amount of gunpowder right now. But North Esports, can they get the chicken dinner if the zone is going to favor them? And still Portal Esports trying to get some fight. And yep, TeamOP Rajput just killed the last player surviving for the Golden Star, and they also spotted the player of F4.
Yeah, the play has been spotted, but the finish needs to come in as well as North Esports. All 4 players alive. It is a good game for them and Portal Esports as well. Blade OP is constantly getting the players to keep their heads inside and behind the covers. TeamOP, the 2 lads, still alive on the high ground. 3 players, in fact. So quite a exciting fight in this last few minutes of this game, as it is a 4 versus 3 versus 3 situation, with the advantage lying with the players of North Esports, but not in the way they are positioned right now. All the teams at the very edge of the circle, no one is inside. To get in, you will have to peek over this ridge and take the advantage on the high ground. Vegeta on the other side takes down Snow. Amir is going to spot down as well by the hands of Blade OP. That just leaves North Esports with 2 lads remaining. Sensei and Hamzo, can they take this fight, as they are completely focused and tunnel vision towards the players of TeamOP? Rajput on the other side. TeamOP, even they have 2 Rajput, I think. Yes, it is Rajput with 1 T and the one with 2 T's as well. So quite an interesting choice of names, but the nade being thrown, all right, can it actually dish out the damage? And no, the answer is going to be no. Sensei peeks of the ridge, fires some shots, goes back down. Not a good vantage point to take the fight out from, because as soon as he comes up, his head is going to be the first thing that Rajput sees, and he is just going to be headshotted out of the entire fight. But on the other side, we do see TeamOP lose 1 Rajput already. That's going to mean that Paswa and the other Rajput, the one with 2 T's, are going to be the 2 players left. Portal Esports does not care. They are just running in towards Aqua. Reaper is going to finish him off, and that's how TeamOP get eliminated. So Portal Esports, 10 kill confirmed. The next target is going to be the last remaining player of North Esports. That's going to be Hamzo. He revives Sensei, but do they have time to heal up? Hamzo's going to have to take so much pressure. He's going to have to absorb so much damage to himself. Already dropped down to 30% health, but Sensei has healed up to 75%. Snow is going to lose his life. Portal Esports somehow land with the man advantage for them, and this is going to be how it all ends. North Esports, can you take this 2v3 with the blue zone coming in from the rear as well? Blade OP knocks down another one. Sensei taking down on his knees again. Hamzo, I think he's just gonna have to deny this kill, deny this extra point for Portal Esports, and lose his life to the blue zone, and that's exactly what he does, with Portal Esports getting the chicken dinner in game number 3 of semi-finals day number 2.
Yep, that's true. What amazing chicken dinner from the side of Portal Esports. And maybe they just got almost 13 or 12 kills. If we combine the total points of kills as well as placement point, it is equal to 32 or 33 points.
Yeah.
Which is going to give them a very good boost in the all-over leaderboard. And really, I'm just looking forward that who is the MVP of this match, because I'm eagerly waiting who performed
Definitely.
well.
I think it is going to be one of the players from Portal Esports as well. The way they took those fights in the final circle, in the final 3 teams, it was pretty incredible. And let us have a look at the MVP and find out for ourselves.
Yep, that's true. And we look forward, and he is the Blade OP from the side of Portal Esports, having 5 kills, 838 damage, survival time of 25 minutes, and distance cover 5 kilometers and total 5.86 kilometers. So that's a very nice game from the side of Portal Esports. Blade OP just showed the perfect dominance at the end zone. When the last team is surviving, he got the domination title. At that moment, he got the last kill, which is equal to 5.
Yeah, another team that was getting the domination title was the players of F4. They had an amazing game this time around. They did lose players early on in the game, but it was the later stage aggression that sort of impacted how many points they got. Let us see on the top 5 players list if someone from F4 is going to be there with our MVP. And yes, it is Wolverine. He got 5 kills for his team, 741 damage, a good outing with the number of points that they had. Then from TeamOP, we have Rajput with the 2 T's in the name. From North Esports, we have Hamzo, and from Fool, we have Razor with his 3 kills in this list.
Yep, that's when we talk about one more player from the North Esports, because they are every single player just coming in the top 5 list of kill leaders. They just have to focus. They are getting a very nice performance, consistent performance as well, and I'm just focusing that they are getting a decent amount of kill. They are also getting some decent amount of placement points. Are they going to in the top, in the first page of the leaderboard, or what you're thinking?
Well, I don't know. We'll have to look at the match summary first and then go to the leaderboard after that. Let's have a look at the match summary. Total kills in the game, 56, knocks coming in 51. So resulting the blue zone coming in as well over there, and kills being secured because of that. Headshots 14, smokes and nades 160, quite a lot. So almost hitting the average number that we usually don't get to see. But airdrops looted 3. Did see some of the weapons in action as well. Grenade kills 4.
Yep, that's true. And I heard some MK14 shots from the team where they are playing just like F4 and Portal Esports. They are trying to get some kills. But if we talk about the rotation from H2E and Bablu, they having a very long rotation. That's why they ended in the top maybe 8th or 9th position. They just have to they have to change their strategy. They think that the zone is going to be in the northern side, southern side, but it shifted towards the northeastern side, and that's why they ended in a very early stage.
The zone was already in the northern side. It was the wide rotation. If you're gonna go that wide out, you have to make sure that during your path you are collecting those healing utilities, and no one's gonna stay that back. You have to go for the revive on your teammate. It was just the second blue zone transitioning into the third circle. You could have revived your teammate and had a better outing in this game. H2, you do see them. The placement points are gonna be there, but no kills being secured.
Yep, that's true. And we talk about Portal Esports having 32 points. We already calculated then. And at the second, North Esports having 9 kills with 14 placement point total, 23 points. Recent performance from TeamOP. Again, they are in the top 3, having a total 17 points. But Team H2E having 6 placement points but 0 kills. This is why a long rotation sometimes going to opposite or after of your plan. But Team HFD is on the 9th position with 5 points, and ideal TUF, they are looking they're not looking that consistent as we are expecting from them, as well as Team 247 Gaming. They are one of the best teams here. They can show the perfect dominance, but right now from the last 2 games they are not showing their best performance.
Well, it was an unfortunate sort of performance coming in for 247, but the way the outing happened, once again, rotation patterns are being read by the other teams, and that's what they took advantage of. After gaming was taken down, people do at this level read the kill feed and remember which team is going to survive with how many players. The moment you knock down a player, you see this is the team, Team XYZ is the player that it belongs to, and you remember, alright, they lost 2 teammates earlier on. That means it's just one guy in there. You just charge in. You know you're going to win the fight. That's exactly what Bablu took advantage of as well.
That's true. And if we talk about 247, they are already playing with only 3 players. That caused them, because in the early stage, you just tell that one player just got knocked out, eliminated in the early stage. 2 men are surviving, and they're still trying to have a fight with Bablu Esports. They have a good fight, but the nade from Pikachu's side. And it worked, and that's why they got the eliminate the Team 247 Gaming.
It was pretty incredible, the performance they showcased, but now the stats of the team that did get the chicken dinner and had an amazing performance in this match specifically. Portal Esports, Blade OP has been OP so far. 6 kills in total, 1252 damage in 3 matches. Aladdin, a veteran of the scene, Aladdin and Vegeta have seen them for a long time. Damage 965 kills, 5. Reaper also having an amazing performance, and Vegeta, as I said, has been keeping the team moving forward.
That's true. And then look at the knockouts of the Blade OP and Aladdin, having 7 and 6 knockouts respectively, because Aladdin is using Car 98. We can see some shots as well, and he knocked 2 players and confirm a 1 kill from the Car 98. What a great performance. But Sniper, he's using Sniper very effectively and showing that he can use Sniper and pop some heads as well. This shows that Aladdin can work. He's one of the best top fragger in the team of Portal Esports. He can be more consistent, but the average survival time is quite low as compared to his teammates.
Well, the survival time, if your team is performing that well, survival times can be low. We have seen this at other tournament. I mean, we saw this in World League when one team was doing really well based on the aggression that they were showcasing. Survival times of the players, they were 19 minutes, they were 18 minutes. But the amount of kills that they were getting in those 18-19 minutes that the players would stay alive, it was so high that they were finishing consistently in every single game. But now we have the leaderboard in front of us. Team Bablu again taking the lead on the first position, 98 points. They should be able to cross the 100-point mark with the next, the last game for the day. TUF right behind them. No chicken dinners, but really consistent in their performance. 78 points in total. Hellraisers do fall down since they are not playing today. And then we have on the 5th position HFD, who are a bit short up against the Hellraisers. But then there's a gap. From 71 points, we drop down to 57 points. That's where Sights is sitting along with F4 and Team PK Virus.
Yes, F4 Esports shows a great performance. They're just climbing up. And look at the second chart. We have Portal Esports and Golden Star moving up and the 9th position, 10th position with 48 points and 42 points. North Esports as well as TeamOP, they are also climbing up on the 12th position with 36 points and TeamOP having 33 points. Nice gameplay from their side as well. But if we move forward towards the Golden Star, they played 7 matches and have only 42 points. This is going to affect them because the teams below them just played only 3 or 4 matches.
I mean, you said that is going to affect them. Look at the Exterminators and iGen Gaming. 7 games played, both of them sitting on 19 and 22 points. So quite an unfortunate situation for these lads. They will definitely try and come out of this one. On the other side, we do have H2E sitting on the 24th with just 8 points to their name. Solo, they are going to be playing tomorrow, so they can try and come back. FoolEsports as well, 21 points after the 3 games today. So they will also have the opportunity to challenge the teams in the first standings. The advantage for them, they have played less game. They will have tomorrow's day as well.
Absolutely. And if you're talking about Team H2E, they're on the last position. They are now at the bottom position of the leaderboard. So that's why they think that now we have to play a little passive game. And it just worked very wrong. They having 0 kills and only just have placement point, which is total placement point is 6. This is going to cause them. You just have to be a little bit aggressive so that you can get some kill points because they are also important.
Yeah, they are important in fact, and they will have the opportunity to get those kills as well since the next game is going to be played on everyone's favorite map, that is Miramar. But sorry, Erangel. Miramar is Fix's favorite, who is going to be joining me on the desk soon. But before he comes and before we head on to the next game, we are going to head to the short break. So you guys just stay tuned and keep watching. We'll be right back. Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open 2020 Fall Split Pakistan Region Semi-Finals. It's day number 2 of the semi-finals. We are about to start the last game that's going to be played on Erangel, which has already started. So I think it's going to be a perfect time to go at the trajectory which starts at Stalber and heads towards Primorsk. My name is Warren Super Johnny John. Joining me on the desk, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be Fixes.
Absolutely. And with that, let's segue and see how things are going to shape out in the final game of today's evening. And let's see where the teams are going to land. And 247 Gaming going to the usual drop location. That's Yasnaya. Have been holding on to it for quite some time. TeamOP choosing the Lipovka drop. And for Team Bubble, we know where they go. But can they get a chicken dinner in this one? We will have to see. But other teams that have really stepped up. Team PES finally having one bad game and then coming back and taking the chicken dinner in Miramar. That was quite impressive.
Yeah, it was impressive indeed, and I definitely like the aggression that they came in with. PWP Esports not being scared of anything, just charging in towards the players and getting those kills. It was important for them, did help them climb up, but this match is going to help them out even further. We do hear the gunshot. That means early fights as F4 Wolverine just spots out Rajput, the one with the 2 T's in his name, and finishes him off with the barrel.
Yeah, he does finish him off with the barrel, and that's a quite unfortunate start coming out there for Rajput. And well, Team OP, this is a team that played really well in Sanhok, could not really finish at the best of the positions, but still managed to get those 9 kills. But taking a look at the circle, this is I can imagine some happy faces coming in from Team Bablu and Team FoolEsports. They dropped really nearby. Team TUF might as well have a good game, but right now, we have seen Team Bablu struggling in those initial phases when they go into an encounter with Team Fool. But this time around, they can hold on to their northwestern Georgia Paul city and just play a few circles. I guess maybe 2 or 3 to be precise, because after that, the circle might take a curveball down the line. But right now, Team F4, this time around, looting at Lipovka, and eyes will be definitely on this team as to how they are gonna perform, because whatever we have seen from them so far, we've seen some good fights, but they've not really got themselves on the top of it.
Yeah, not really on top of situation, but I think this is going to be a new opportunity for them to start. All right, the interesting thing this time around, Fixtures, is going to be look at the cluster that's there towards the Georgia Pole, Ruins, Rozhok area. There are a lot of teams already inside the circle. One team that's going to be super happy in this game, that's going to be FoolEsports. Severny, that's the city that they went with this match, and it is completely isolated. It is going to be their town. It's going to be a good position in the circle, and they won't have to take a fight for a really long time.
Yeah, absolutely. They won't have to engage, but there are a few areas which I absolutely adore in this particular circle. First has to be the Everest, and you've seen a lot of intense fights over there, a lot of takes and retakes going back and forth. But I also love that area just below Zaki. That's also a very good spot. And even the southern areas of shooting range, where you have all those hills coming in, all those ridges to play around. That will be really interesting as to see how the Pakistani teams make an approach to that entire circle. But as the game slowly progresses, we will know exactly where the circle is going to be. And right now, Team North Esports, a team that has been having a decent output so far, but haven't done anything out of the ordinary yet. We still have a lot of expectations from the squad. But Team IDL, they have been playing phenomenal with those shots that are sometimes out of the world with the way they approach. And let's see how they play around.
Well, the players from North Esports, even they are a team with a lot of experience, and I have seen them consistently. But I completely agree with you. North Esports, the one thing I think they need is consistency, and they desperately need is because there are these moments of pure genius from the lads that you get to see, and you're like, all right, this is a team that definitely has the potential to be champions. But then there are moments wherein they just stand out in the open and just give up.
Yeah, we have seen that timeless times. In fact, oh my goodness, right now, Team H2E, we'll have to see how this team approaches. We've seen a couple of good games from them, but I like the color. It's shining.
I like that they're rotating in early.
Yeah, that's a good thing, but
Yeah.
I really love the color of this US.
Yeah, it is quite shiny. Someone might be able to see it from a distance.
Yeah, and just to blow it up,
Yeah.
and then it'll have that tinge of burnt, have that burnt pink color. That is definitely a sight to behold. But right now,
Yeah.
talking about the teams, yes, H2E definitely going in for those early rotations, and by the looks of it, are they heading for Zaki?
Oh yeah, I think they are heading towards Zaki area. It's going to be a good one because the way the circle is, it is definitely looking like it's going to move a little bit south. But H2E with that, I think, will have an isolated game similar to what Fools are going to face. And they went for that the last time as well. They did not want to take those early fights. They wanted to survive for the late game. But the distance of the rotation was the thing that made it a bad one for them. This time, since they're already in the circle, if they stay in Zaki, I think till the fourth circle, they can just chill over there and just move along with the edge of the circle if it moves too far away. They can definitely get the position points in this game.
You can never really have enough loot, like they say. You
Yeah.
drop off, you have those basic loots. You go to Zaki, you'll even loot more. You take those smokes, you take those grenades. I would love to see, 10 grenades on every pledge. It's just a red zone all the time around. But right now, Team PWP Esports, a team that has played amazingly well, will want to definitely carry forward the momentum that they have got since the last game. They were initially looking good, but could not really perform well in the first Erangel. But now, as they head on to the second Erangel, they are certainly looking promising. But with that being said, we have Team IDL that has come across and up top onto its the Georgia Paul city. They are scouting out for enemies, and who do they find in the fray? That is Team North Esports.
Yeah, North Esports yet again being caught off guard a little bit. Dino, the shots coming in, the damage is definitely going to be there, but not enough for the knock. And now this hill, it is going to become a sort of a weird situation for IDL to be in, because from that hill, if you get the knock, it's good. Otherwise, it's going to be the position revealed, and now you have to fall back if you are IDL. You don't have the opportunity to engage in the fight. But on the other side, we do see Predator from iGen being taken down, and that is just going to mean the team is going to be again in a bad spot.
Yeah, they are definitely in a bad spot right now. But Team iGen, they do not want to give up. But Motu will be taking down Bled in the process. But right now, Motu, he is still struggling. Oh my goodness, those cover fire coming into perfection. But right now, he has spotted players from Team Exterminators. Rex trying to spray down with his AK. Will find that knock, but barely surviving with a sliver of HP. 666 manages to find yet another knock. This is a heated battle where Team iGen will again come out on top. And Team Exterminators again been exterminated this time around. This Team IDL has certainly closed end onto the players of Team North Esports. But one good thing that North Esports do have is the high ground advantage. They are on a higher compound. They can spot those movements out, and yes, those shots are being taken. Amir, who was on the terrace, he exactly saw what was happening. He was aware of all the players, and now Team North Esports, if they want, can really capitalize on the situation. But Team IDL, they are backing off.
Yeah, they are backing off. I mean, I say this, you have to back off from here. You can't engage in a fight after all the players have been spotted out. Your complete left-hand side, if you are in the ideal position, your left-hand side, it's open. You can't go for a flank. You can't move in from the back lines as well. And even backing off is a challenge, as we do see Hamzo and Amer with those long-distance sprays just get another knock for themselves. It is going to be a tricky situation. Plus, they went straight for the warehouses. Should have gone behind the mountain and used that as a cover and then go on for a wider fallback.
How many times have we seen this kind of gameplay where teams tend to back off but still do not provide any cover fire while backing off, and then end up just dying to the enemy? And that is the case with Team IDL, as the second knock as well comes in and Fazi gets knocked down, and Snow will have to capitalize on this. And now Team IDL is in deep waters, and how are they gonna escape from here? Dino, he is running out in the open, and still no cover fire coming in from even a single player from Team IDL. I do not know. These are the basics that you need to know when you're playing. You need to provide the cover fire. Shots were being fired by Team North Esports. I expected a lot of players. In fact, Moth, you can clearly see he's just taking TPP. He's doing nothing apart from that.
Yeah, just the basics being played really well.
No, in this case, situation, I will have to, disagree. No, I really expected some kind of cover fire over there. Like I said, even in the fight that just happened before this, while they were retreating, it's an obvious thing. You have to peek out. If two of your teams are going out, the other two have to make sure that they are providing the cover fire. And once these two have made it into the cover, they have to make sure that they are providing cover fire enough for your teammates to retreat. And that did not happen over here.
That's where it becomes sort of a tricky situation, because the distance was a little bit too much. I completely agree. The cover fire should have come in, but then it becomes risky for the players that are actually providing the cover fire. Idol should have never in the first place gotten close to the players of North Esports. That was the first mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the first mistake. But right now, Team iGen, they are in a prowl. They are taking down squads after squads. Murtaza, the danger man, being taken down over here for Team HFD, the only one who has been performing well so far. And this is looking really promising for them. But Dime, he's taking some damage. He is safe in the meanwhile. He will just get inside the compound. He'll heal himself up. But in the nearby fray, who do we see? That is Team F4, a team that is looking to make a strong comeback. Is this gonna be that game where they make that comeback? We'll just have to see.
I think the way iGen, they have been playing so far, I want this to be the comeback for iGen. That's the second squad fight they've engaged in and come out on top. It's an amazing performance that you're getting to see from these lads, and it took a while, but finally we're here.
Yeah, finally we are here, and it's been a long time coming. I think from Team iGen, there's this one player that definitely stands out as Diam. And
yes,
I've had a lot of expectations from him, a lot of speculations, but I've got to see more out of him. And at least if not on the kills department, I would love to see them going on the support play. Just support Diam. He is there. He is your kill frag. Just play the game around him. Maybe try to keep him alive, and then I think you can get better results. But talking about teams providing better results, we have two big teams, big names clashing off against each other, and Team Wolf will be definitely on the receiving end as he gets knocked by Team Fool.
It's the same collision again, and Bablu, they took the same exact rotation route as the first game, but this time we do see Tyrant and Pikachu in the backlines, the nade being thrown. The revive happened just in the nick of time, and Team Wolf steps back. Danny is going to be the first line of engagement. Oh! Danny, that nade! The nade being set up for Razor. We talked about this.
That was godsend.
We talked about this earlier as well. Just Razor running in towards the nades and step on top of it. Bunny, he goes for the revive, but can Fool come out of this fight? It is going to be quite tricky. Bablu has gone for a 2-2 split. Two players on the low ground that are going to be able to provide with the flanks and the cover fires. Two players going to be engaging from the high ground. But now, TUF, even they are joining the fight. Oh, they are quite far off in the distance. They will just pass by.
Yeah, they're just whizzing past by. They do not have anything to do with this fight. But Tyrant, look at his position. I mean, if he can find some players of Team Fool, they're gonna be in a lot of trouble. And this is what I was expecting from Team Bablu, having their player set out. Oh, wait. We'll just talk about that later. Look at the circle. I mean, sometimes it tends to surprise you, and sometimes it makes you just throw away your chest.
H2E, they are already in here as well? What is going on in this last match?
I do not know. We made our speculations. We wanted to see a Zaki circle. We wanted to see an Everest circle. But no. PUBG Mobile do love those Rozhok areas. And now we have so much possibilities. A lot of bridges. A lot of camping on the bridges will be done by the teams. And Team F4 will be finding themselves in a good position. However, I'm really scared if it's just too open.
Well, it is going to be too open indeed, and I agree with you on that one. But on the other side, they might have a way out, because you always need to have a backup plan for the worst of the worst situation you are going to face based on which position you're in. Bablu, Pikachu, it looks like they did try and back off from the fight against the players of FoolEsports, but the follow-up is going to come in as the teams have now shifted, basically, both of them towards this circle now. And now they're going to fight on the edge of this circle.
I mean, the fight must go on, regardless of the fact where the circle goes. Okay, it's like, agreement that no matter where the circle is, Team Fool and Team Bablu are definitely going to engage it out amongst each other. It's all about, that thing about, your bragging rights. Let's just call it a bragging rights. They want to be the best, and when these two clash off, I mean, this is a clash of titans, to be honest. And Team Fool, this time they're playing with just 3 players. Again, I really need to ask them why. Why would you do that in such a huge tournament, in the biggest tournament in the Pakistan region? Why would you not get your full squad?
I mean, only the players are going to be able to tell us that, but still, a 3v4 situation, it's going to be a really, really tough fight. And look at that. another white shift. 2 in a row. Can we get the third one as well? And this one is going to be even better than the last one, since now the water and the bridges is involved.
Yes, and right now Team PWP Esports find themselves at a very, very good position. But imagine, Johnny, the circle just going a tad bit west to where PWP Esports are. That's that's an island. That's a very small island, but that's a very open island as well.
Yep.
You have to stay beneath the bridges. You have to make your cards right. You need to ensure that you have enough smokes for your cover.
Team PWP is the first one to rotate, and also talking about the bridge, there are those compounds at the southern side of the bridge. Taking control of them early, it's going to be such a high priority for them. If you remember, World League, the very first game on Erangel, that's where it went down as well, and it was so intense. PWP, they charge in towards the players of Idol. Tyrant already getting a knock from the moving vehicle, and the other 2 players on the other side, Moth and Dino. Can they survive this onslaught? PWP from this side, iGen coming in from the rear.
And there you go, the fights keep on coming right now. Dino is in a very, very bad position, in a very bad situation, throwing that grenade out there, cooked up, and another grenade goes in. Now when iGen is making their move, they are definitely gonna burn. They're definitely gonna get blasted off. But Dino, how long is he gonna survive? Oh my goodness. Dime, he is healing up. He is being the smart man over here. But right now, Team iGen, they know that they've got their prey. They know that they can take him down. But Team PWP doing everything to perfection. They've just deployed their smokes. But Tyrant will still be on the receiving end as he gets finished off over there. Venom taking down players from Team H2E. They are in a lot of trouble. Ati really fighting it out, throwing a grenade and knocking down Thor in the process.
While all this is happening, on the other side, F4, they got taken down again by 2 for 7.
Yeah, no surprises there as well. I am kind of disappointed today. Yeah. I expected so much from Team F4.
Yeah, Rahman and Zulkar are still alive. We know the first game, 2 players from F4 did put up an amazing performance. So again, 2 players remaining. They can pull it off. Let's just see if that happens. Let's just see if the expectations of the fans are going to be met this time. PWP, they have lost 2 players. Fools, they are getting backstabbed by the players of North Esports. Out in the open, Raze is just standing up and going for the spray. Need to revive your teammate first, because the players are going to shoot back at you, and you're already a 3-man squad. So that was a risky move. Charlie in the front line cannot be a part of this fight. The moment he shoots a single bullet, he is going to be taken out.
Yeah, he certainly is going to be taken out. But right now, North Esports, they have a good cover wave from which they can play around. They have got their players of Team Fool, and this is where the disadvantage is gonna hurt them. Had they had 1 more player, they could have had a lot of possibilities going around. They could have spread out just a little bit more. But right now, 1 good grenade coming in from players from Team North Esports can change things around for Team Fool. But look at the players that are surviving for so long. 41 players alive in Pakistan. That's surprising.
Yeah, that is quite surprising. 18-minute mark, and it is so, the teams are being so careful. You have to be careful in this one, because it's all open area on the northern side of the map, plus with the slope on the mountain that's leading there. On the middle island, as Fixer said, it is quite exposed. You can't take a fight over there. You just have to be really passive. And Fixers, the circle just moves right on the island.
I think I've got the spirits of Ocean tonight, and with all those predictions that we are making now, so much possibility opens up. But PWP Esports still find themselves safe in those compound, in that squad house. But right now, Team Fool, despite the fact they are playing 3-man, they are still holding their horses right. They are still holding their fortress strong. But TeamOP, they've been kind of playing under the radar, not being able. We have not yet seen some outstanding performance. Just that 1 game where they were spectacular. But apart from that, they've been kind of fizzling out. Right now, Voltrox is keeping that spray on, and Oxy will find themselves some good kills over there. Oh my goodness, the vehicle explosion comes in, and TeamOP, in the blink of an eye, have been eliminated alongside Team HFD.
Yeah, HFD, they have been taken down, but who is going to follow up next? Because Oxy, even they are on the very edge of the blue zone right now, which is going to start to move at any given second. All right, Charlie spots out one from the side of North Esports out in the open, and a headshot on Hamzo is going to make sure that he is knocked down. And North Esports are going to be eliminated from this game as well. So, in an instant, we have 9 teams, 30 players alive in this game, and I have to say, the players, they are putting up an amazing performance. We do see Portal Esports step up in the kill feed again, but can we just give the game, the zone, the MVP in this match?
Yes, absolutely. The zone has to be the undoubted MVP over here. Team No Rules, they are also surviving, but they're on the Water City, and now they have to make their rotations in. The question is how? Because you already have one squad that has already spotted you, and that's playing really well. They've already racked up 8 kills for themselves. They've just lost out on Predator, but that will not be the pulling factor. But right now, a lot of teams are actually playing beneath the bridge over here. But AK, as you can see, has knocked down Baraka over there. Gen 666 is waiting along as the players of TUF. They were playing phenomenal as well. They were also, you could say, they alongside Team Fool kind of eliminated the players of North Esports. But as the circle slowly starts closing in, as we enter our 6th circle, we will have to see as to where the circle really goes this time around.
Yeah, I wanted to be in the water. Why am I so evil? But I wanted to be in the water a little bit. I want to see those swan dives come in, man, from these players when they know they will have to make the jump. But IGN, they are not looking to stop. They already have 10 kills in this game.
Yes,
wow.
They certainly do have 10 kills, and No Rules. So it's just like, hey, you can just come and kill us. We do not mind. And there you go. And IGN, they are just going berserk right now. They are not stopping at anything. And Diem, oh my goodness, look at this lad. He is stopping at nothing. But right now, TUF Venom does find 2 players of Team Oxy. Trinda also being on the receiving end. But Team IGN, how are they gonna get inside the circle? They also have Team Portal Esports to worry about, but Lucky will be finding one of the players, that is Vegeta. But right now, Team Bob, look at how beautifully they have still kept themselves alive. All those smokes are deployed into perfection and are really coming into use.
Yeah, the utility usage is going to be important, and they are using it. Another one being popped up already, and alright, this was a nade for the other side, but they're going to need a smoke as well. But Teen Wolf is going to be like, smoke what? I just killed my opponents. Gets a frag for himself, dropping down a player from the side of IGN, but Danny was taken down from the other side, so they're gonna have to come up for a revive so that they can be a 3-man squad again. Bablu exposed from every single direction, so are the players that are doing those swan dives into the water, and it is the circle in the middle island wherein only a few teams have made it so far. TUF coming in all the way from the northern side are gonna be the only team inside the circle right now. Bablu trying to take down the players of IGN one after the other. One lad surviving. For the side of Bablu, we have 2 players. Danny and Teen Wolf. Pikachu was taken down by AK, who is just managing to connect those shots perfectly. Takes down another one. Can go for a team wipe and secure the kills for himself. But AK is the last man for his team, so he needs to be careful. Oh, Portal Esports, they catch the players of Blade completely off guard. They had no idea what hit them as Blade takes down Trinda, and now he focuses on his attention on Rage in the far off distance. Another knock coming in, and this is an amazing fight coming in from Portal Esports again in this match.
Yes, and Portal Esports really holding those ridges right and finding every players of Oxy with their pants down. But Team Oxy have been eliminated right now on the 5th position, and a decent outing from them as well. Edgar will be the last one securing that final kill. But Team Bablu, oh my goodness, AK from Golden Stars dishing out so much damage. Teen Wolf has also been spotted. Now they are on the road. Oh my goodness, this is not going to be a good journey as AK does manage to take out everyone, but the Reaper will be the final. Reaper actually being the one to finish off the players from Team Bablu. But right now, Team TUF, Team Portal Esports, Reaper is down. AK, he is dishing out so much damage, but look at Team TUF. They always love to play under the radar, and 11 kills already. Make that 12.
Yeah, another one being secured. I'm just impressed with how AK is playing. He's been the last man surviving for his team for a long time now. I think it was 8 teams remaining. Since then, he has been surviving. And it's not like he's not taking the fights. He caused the squad of Bubbly to basically get wiped out right now. And he caused so much trouble for them. He's been a nuisance to basically every single team on the other side of the island.
Absolutely. He's a catalyst. Just look at his skills. He's just got that 1 kill. But the amount of damage that he has dished out and the nuisance, that havoc that he has created and helping other teams to get those kills, I mean, we have to give some credits to this lad. He has even got his team out to the top 3 position. But right now, if you take a look at the circle, this looks to be a good, easy victory for Team TUF, provided the kills that they have got, provided the riches that they have, provided how they have smoked around in the entire area that they are. This can go around 2 ways. If you are also smoking out, you also tend to lose sight of the enemies that can easily rotate in front of you. And Blade OP, look at him. He is just oblivious of the fact he is just throwing all those grenades into the smokes, and that goes in vain.
Yeah, it is going to go in vain, but on the other side, I want to see who AK is going to target next. TUF, they are in a really good position. Players from Portal Esports on the backlines are going to have to be careful. Blade OP is going to be taken down by the nade from Edgar, and that means Vegeta is going to be the last man surviving, prone down on the ground. His helmet has taken a lot of damage, 50% health left on the helmet. The armor as well was pretty damaged. Not the nade. Vegeta takes so much damage. Players from TUF have no idea. They're just spamming those grenades, and it's exactly what you said. Need a lot of nades on those individual players, and this is why you need them. Imagine, like, they are quite safe on the other side of the ridge. All they have to do is just throw a nade, fall back, do that again. If you get a knock, throw another nade at the same position.
Imagine this situation now, Johnny. Now Team Portal Esports and TUF get the better of each other, go into a blood fight amongst themselves, and there you have AK. He's just sitting on the back lines, comes in and snatches that chicken dinner from both these teams. That would be a sight to hold.
I mean, that's going to be incredible, and I can only imagine what the conversations with his teammates is going to be like after he does that.
He definitely will be the hero for their team right now, and he's already proven that.
You have a phrase that you like to say, right?
He's the daddy.
Yeah, he is definitely going to be.
He has proven himself. He's the daddy right now.
Yeah, I mean, with the sort of performance he brought, he can already start saying that. But can be the big daddy as well if he actually gets the chicken dinner. It's going to be incredible because it is a 1 versus 2 versus 3 situation. When I'm taking down the players of Portal Esports, Edgar is going to be traded out by Vegeta. Oh, one more shot. Venom towards the left. He was towards the left. He did not get the hit marker over there. Vegeta just somehow, he's really, really lucky.
He's lucky and scared. No, not another shot. And does manage to live. Has put up the first hit, but will also manage to finish off Edgar. Oh my goodness, these lads, they do have a lot of guts coming out there. But amidst everything, Johnny, AK still, he's being the silent assassin over there. He has not revealed his position. And now, suddenly we see a 2v1 situation, and Vegeta will finally be biting the dust. But Venom, he is marching down. It looks like he is spotted down AK. We thought he could have just pulled that one off, and he was just waiting on. He just kept things for the end, and he will get that finish. And with that, TUF getting again an amazing chicken dinner.
AK was too exposed, man. That's all I have to say. He had the backs of the players, but too exposed, and he was trying to just come to the second position, which he actually did. So his objective was pretty clear. In the worst situation, in the situation that was bad enough, AK got the best results for his team possible.
Yes, absolutely. But imagine the situation if after Vegeta was just wiped out, instead of Team TUF going on the aggressive side, if AK could have just charged in, that could have been a scenario. But let's take a look at the MVP of this particular map, and that will be someone from TUF, and Edgar with those grenades, with the massacre that he had caused right now. 1,073 damage and survival time of 25 minutes, almost 26, and 8 kilometers distance covered.
Yeah, Edgar had an amazing performance. He has had an amazing performance in every single game. And I think the players from TUF, Edgar, Venom, Thor, Vic, all of them put together really incredible performance in this semi-finals, and they need to carry this forward because we would like to see more of this in the finals as well. Consistency is definitely there. The way they take the fights is quite incredible. Even in the last situation, just using the man advantage quite perfectly, utility usage on point, everything so precise with this team. And the moment when they step in action as well, that is pretty fun. But now let us have a look at the top 5 players and see who all are going to be joining our MVP in this list.
And there you go, Edgar, Venom. Why am I not surprised? Every player of TUF playing out of their minds, but Team iGen, the way they started this game off, they was a bit unlucky with that circle shifting from them, and that just went away, and then they were kind of helpless. They had to get inside the circle, but other teams were there, and PUBG Esports, they have had the better circle for the most of the time, but when it shifted, that was a really hard shift, but they still managed to get a couple of kills. Reaper definitely being the Grim Reaper out there, but he was also taken down by the players of TUF. So TUF, this is a team that finally was playing under the radar, like we said, but now has come into the visibility of all these teams. This is a team that we have to watch out for, and consistent performances back to back, and now a chicken dinner.
Yeah, for a chicken dinner. Yeah, that's the important thing, because without the chicken dinner, they were sitting on the second position.
Yeah, now they have a chicken dinner. Maybe they can just go on the first position with the number of kills that they got from this game.
I think that is definitely going to be possible. We're going to have to look at the leaderboard for that, but now the match summary is going to be in front of us.
And there you go, 68 knocks and a good conviction rate. We can see to 59 kills, total headshots of 18, and that's what I was talking about. 200 mark being crossed, 227 smokes and grenades being lobbed. Look at the number of smokes, 0 grenade kills. So now Pakistani players are actually evolving. They are adapting to the meta. 2 airdrops were definitely looted. This is something that we love. Those last circle fights, those intense fights, those smokes being spread out, giving you the area to move around, traverse through the map in the final circles, and that is how you play PUBG Mobile in the final circles.
Exactly. Those smokes are so crucial. Plus, the nades coming in through the smokes. If you can actually somehow use the sound sense of the game to figure out where the position is, which you in the final circles do actually get, you can just be safe inside the cover and take a lot of fights. But now, time for the game standing. So, 35-point gameplay coming in from TUF, but look at this, iGen, 11 kills, 6 placement points, 17 in total.
And,
wow.
Oh my goodness, like 15 kills for TUF. That's also, abysmal.
Yeah.
That's too much right now. But iGen really stepping it up when they were supposed to. They were having a tough time. And PWP Esports, back-to-back consistent performance. Chicken dinner and the 3rd position. They will be the happy ones out there. But Golden Stars, AK, definitely shining out on top. Did not get quite a couple of kills. But, being the last member surviving and still managing to come on second. That's an amazing feat in itself.
Yeah, it is amazing indeed. And let's talk about the other teams as well. Team Oxy, they did really well as well. A decent number of kills and a decent number of placement points. But on the second half of the standing, we do see North Esports, an early exit for them, along with F4 again caught in an unfortunate situation wherein they basically was sandwiched from every single direction. You did see the kill feed, you saw the first shots coming in from 247, then there was another guy who picked off the kill of Predator. F4 did try and pick up a fight, but it wasn't enough. HFD, H2E and Exterminators, I'll just sum it up with F4. An early exit, an unfortunate game, but not bad enough. Still have more games to go.
Yes, absolutely. Not too shabby for them, but right now, Exterminators, this is a team that we have to discuss about. I do not know what is going wrong with them, but they will have to sit this one out. They have to go home, do their homework, do their research, see what they are, where they are actually making their mistakes. Is it the rotations? Is it those 4v4 fights? They're being caught off guard, and that's pretty early into the game. Those 4v4 fights, they really need to improvise on their gunpowder.
Yeah, the gunpowder and the rotations are going to be something that the team needs to work on. But now let us have a look at the kill leaders and see which 10 players basically are showcasing the most dominating performance. And HFD Murtaza, an amazing performance throughout the day. from this lad and his team. 17 kills confirmed for this guy. Then we have the players from TUF, Venom and Edgar showing up, all three of them, all four of them in fact, if I include Lucky as well, with 17 kills each. It's the damage that changes things for all of them.
Yeah, and Murtaza definitely being that one-man show over there.
Look at the survival time for Murtaza. 18 minutes, 3 seconds.
Yeah, I think HFD have had always this problem of dying out early. But you know, all
they
the
die
kills
with
that,
a lot of kills.
Yeah, they do die with a lot of kills, and kills only by Murtaza.
Yeah.
That is where we have to be specific. And yeah, okay, this is a strat where you are trying to play around one single player. So you have to make sure that you somehow keep him alive for the most of the time. So try to provide the perfect cover fire, and he'll do the rest of the job.
Moving on in the standings, we are going to come back to that conversation about one player being the center of the play. But moving on in the kill leaders, we do have Danny and Pikachu from Team Bablu, 11 of 11 kills to both these players. Then we have Rajput from Team OP, the Rajput with 1 T. We have 247 Omi and FO Rahman still managing to be in the kill leaders. And coming back to the conversation about a team playing around one particular player. No chance team from the World League. I think that has to be the lesson. It might work out. That strat might work out in your regional matches, but once you move on to the international stage, it fails down.
Yeah, initially it worked out well for Team No Chance, but when teams started figuring that out, they went directly for Godless, and every single time he was caught off guard. And now let's take a look at the leaderboards that we have been waiting for. Has TUF made it on top?
Oh.
Yes, indeed, just by 1 point. But look at the number of kills that they've gotten for themselves. Oh my goodness, what an outing from these lads.
Yeah, an amazing performance indeed. But interesting thing as well, 247, look at them. 37 placement for 46 kills.
I think that's what do I say? They've been doing so well since the first day of semi-finals, and Team HFD, the courtesy to Murtaza and the rest of the players, that they are also looking too good right now.
Without any chicken dinner inside the top 4, HFD is in really good position, and they have been playing phenomenally well. HFD, at least we can say HFD, they have been consistent in earning those number of points. What 247 stats actually showcases how inconsistent they are with the number of positions that they get. And also, 2 teams inside of the top 6 are there with just 4 games played. Hellraisers and Portal Esports. Portal Esports being one of the biggest names in the Pakistan esports scene as far as the esports orgs are concerned.
Yeah, and the best part, if you go on a mathematical journey, if you go on an ideal situation, imagine just double their points. Have had they played those 8 matches and they had those ideal same scores, they would have been on top right now, both on the first and the second position itself. But taking a look at the next set of teams, we do see some teams that are kind of dangling and dandling around on the mid areas. They have to really work hard, and PK Virus, one team that we saw yesterday, did have a lot of potential. Team Sights as well. Team Oxy, they have also stepped up, but could do a bit better on the kill department, I believe.
Team Oxy, I mean, they still have a lot of teams below them. I'm more worried about Team iGen. Oxy is still there with 4 games played. iGen is there on the 15th, 36 points with 8 games played.
Yeah, that's worrisome, but well, let's see. Now they have had a good game. Now they've got their morals high. But you have to carry forward this thing, and we'll go on a break for one day, and then when we come back, we will definitely see Team iGen stepping in, playing their hats out. But now, these are the teams that are gonna be on in a lot of trouble. Team Exterminators having 8 games played, just 23 points and just 7 kills. And the rest of the teams, they've just got their 4 games played. So once they play all the 8 games, Exterminator sits right bottom. Yeah,
they will be sitting right at the bottom. And the thing is, as we talked about at the start of the Refixes UNB, teams are going to play 16 games each in these semi-finals. 8 are already done for this team. 50% of the journey is over. They mess up one single game, they mess up one game, that's going to mean the opportunities are just going to keep on fading away until a certain point wherein they're going to be there on their last day with 4 games remaining, and the difference is just going to be too much. Remember, you have to stay in the top 15, so the fight is not that hard, just the top 15. Not have to win the semifinals, top 15 should be the goal. Let's see if the teams can make it. So we are done for today, and as Fixer says, we're going to be back after a day's break, so make sure you tune in then. My name is Varun Super Johnny Zone, joined by Fixers. Thank you for watching and have a great day.